Man, oh man, oh man. We are a mess. What's currently happening? My voice mod thing that has all my soundboard and stuff like that, as I was booting it up to go live, it just kept flickering on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. And it's like, what's going on? So I troubleshoot it. Says to, download the new patch. So I go and try to download it. Well, that tries to open up the app, and the app keeps popping up, whatever. So I thought I needed to re-download it. What I ended up doing was uninstalling it completely from my computer. Tried to download it again. It went through the same thing. So there must be something wrong with my computer, and I have too many things open right now to restart. So we're gonna be without a soundboard today. So I hope you guys don't mind. I apologize for that. I don't foresee this being a long podcast. Oh, by the way, welcome. For anyone that's new, I just come out of the gate just complaining. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a wild 15 minutes trying to figure all this stuff out. 20 minutes. Anyways, my name is Eric. I'm here at SweetSpotDFS to go over all the things that you need to know in order to try to hit the optimal lineup this week. And that goes through everything I talk about with the SweetSpot process, going over the bucket system, the Marquee Tee Times. But really, to be honest with you, this is the Genesis Scottish Open. There have only been 2 years of PGA Tour data to go along with this event. We don't really have buckets. I mean, I do, but the data has not been normalized. And I do not have any DraftKings data when it comes to looking at the European events. So I'm not really going to be going that much into depth with a lot of the things I normally do. I'll still go over a strategy about this because there's still money to be won and there's still an optimal lineup to try to be hit. But yeah, it's not going to be as long as it typically is. We're going to breeze through the strategy part and we're going to start building lineups towards the end. So check out the timestamps down below. That showed up like right when I hit live. The little description right there, a little message. But yeah, check everything out in the timestamps. People here that are in the live. I do giveaways. Let's throw that up on the screen right now. I do a weekly giveaway, which we'll be doing soon. I did a monthly giveaway last week. Eric Carnivore, I still have to send out your t-shirt, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Haven't really had a chance to escape the 9-to-5 job to do it during the day. And during 4th of July week last week, yeah, just didn't have time. So hopefully I'll get that out to you tomorrow. You did get a monthly membership to SweetSpotDFS.com. So I will be showing that here shortly. But yeah, $5 for weekly giveaways. Be here during the hour marks, the 1 hour marks. So in an hour, people in chat remind me, I do roll calls. And just to show what that looks like, basically I'm going to be asking you to put something into the chat, whether it's a number, whether it's a name, a golfer that you like, whether it's a combo of golfers you like, something. I'll be asking you. It'll be like, oh, roll call number 1, put this in the chat. For those that do participate, I will give you an entry into the giveaway. And then the other way you can gain entries into this giveaway are commenting on the video after it goes live. So I did have 9 people do just that. So thank you guys for going back into the video and leaving a comment. We have 34 total entries for the weekly subscriber giveaway. I do have a drum roll noise that I can still do because this was just saved to the computer. So let's go ahead and how about this? We'll mute the music. Drum roll. Boodala. 1 entry. That's all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. 1 entry. So if you're watching this on replay and you are wondering, should I comment? Do I even have a chance with all the people going in there doing all the roll calls? This comes from roll call number 2. Boodala, you're going to have to reach out to me at SweetSpotDFS at gmail.com or contact me on Twitter. let me know that you are the weekly subscriber giveaway and where to send your money. I do PayPal, I do Venmo, I can do Google Pay if you have that. So let me know. Congratulations, you won $5, but you have to contact me. You have to I can't see your email address or your contact information through YouTube. Doesn't give me that information. So again, you have to contact me. All right, throw the music back on. By the way, we're going to be listening to music throughout this whole thing. I know some people don't like that when I'm giving out information, but there isn't much information to give out for this tournament. By the way, I can do the ISCO. I do have that as well. Okay, actually, let's transition to SweetSpotDFS.com. If you don't know, I do have a website. Go there, sign up. It's free. It's simple. You can find a lot of tools on here. The 7K combo buckets you can find on here. I do have articles about the bucket system and the combo buckets. I post all my YouTube videos here. You can request the optimizer. If I go ahead and click on that, you're going to find that. And I do have 2 optimizers this week, by the way. So you're going to get something like this. Go ahead, put your email address in there. Request now. Super simple, super easy. When I send you that optimizer, if you want the ISCO optimizer, so that's the alternate event, send me an email. Reply to the email that I send the optimizer for the Genesis Scottish Open. Just be like, hey, I like the alternate event. I like the IC or the ISCO optimizer. And also, if you didn't know, I have a cheat sheet. That one's already, I have that one populated already. It is full of good information. Everything that I'll be going over in this video, you can find on the cheat sheet. You can either use the website that I have, SweetSpotDFS.com, to use the cheat sheet, or you can click this little button here. You do have to be signed into your Google account. So if I were to zoom in, I'm going to show you guys. Here is the dream sheet. I can move this up. You can see the dream sheet right here. Has the Genesis Scottish Open on it. Has all the information, like I said, we're going to be covering. Also has the bucket system, which doesn't have a lot of data in there. You see some NAs. I will explain when we get to the bucket system portion of that. You really don't need to know that information. Plus, there's only 2 years of data to use there. We're still going to talk about it, and I'll still give you my reasonings as to why to use the bucket system this week. But yeah, there's, like I said, 2 years of data. The alternate event is in here as well with the Marquee Tee Times highlighted. So if you were wondering if I was going to provide that, I did. I did provide that. And again, I do have an optimizer for that. So if you are interested in playing that, I mean, the contests aren't very good. That's the one disappointment with DraftKings when it comes to the alternate events, is that they don't give you any chance to win real money, which is disappointing. But it is what it is. It's what we have. But I mean, you can still win some money, and if you want to practice more with the SweetSpot process, it's a good way to do it. I am putting another monitor for me to look at people's messages. Don't mind me. I'm going to do this really quick. Yeah, not having that soundboard really messed things up for me. Okay, we're good. Again, I was going over the cheat sheet. That's what you see on the screen. This is available to you. You just have to be, I mean, first of all, there's a link in the description for the cheat sheet, so you don't have to go to SweetSpotDFS.com, but why not? Everything that you can use that I provide is found at SweetSpotDFS.com, and you do need to be a member. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a paying member, but you certainly can be a paying member. One way to become a paying member, if you go to the home screen, if you scroll down, you're gonna see some payment options. All you gotta do is click those buttons and it'll send you to another screen. Or if I were to go to an incognito mode and put in SweetSpotDFS.com, it's super simple to create a free account. Just hit the join now button. Go up to the login that you see right here. Go to join now. you'll see free, and then you can also choose any of the payment plans right there. Now, what free will give you, by the way, hit select, and then you're going to go to an account page. Super simple. I go over this every single week. I don't want to waste everyone's time every time or every week, but I want to show you guys if you didn't already know. And if you want, so a lot of the giveaways that I provide, that I will be providing in the future, will have to do with giving away SweetSpot DFS memberships. You're going to have an account. Oh, by the way, those that are having issues signing in or creating an account, I know there have been people in the past that has a lot to do with the little CAPTCHA thing that you see right there. You're going to want to drill down on that. If you were to click into any of those, it should just pop up once you hit submit and continue. There should be a CAPTCHA that shows up. If that doesn't happen, refresh, fill in your information again. I mean, there's 6 fields that I need you to fill out. If that doesn't work, email me. Email me at sweetspotdfs@gmail.com. Let me know you're having issues creating an account. I will create one for you, and I will just give you a temporary password that you can go sign in. Once you're in your account, you can change your password. So go do that if you haven't already. Again, it's free. You don't have to pay. If you do pay though, you will have access. Well, I guess I tried doing it with the incognito mode. Let me go ahead, close that down, go back to my account, click into the members only, and that's where we're gonna have combo buckets. Now I have the John Deere Classic still in here, and I did that because I like to review just to show you guys how well the buckets do. Now the 10K range, Aaron Rye, the top of the 10K board, he finished 7th. He was not in the optimal lineup. The little red tick marks that you see here on the screen, those are golfers in the optimal lineup. The golfers that are highlighted in blue, those are your GPP winning golfers. And then these golfers in green are the SweetSpot Optimal, which I will be talking about for the John Deere Classic here shortly. But you can see Aaron Rye, your best 10K golfer, and he was the lowest priced 10K golfer. He had the highest combo score, 14. Denny McCarthy also had the highest combo score. He was in the GPP winning lineup. He was not in the optimal, but he was in the SweetSpot Optimal. And then Davis Thompson, the guy who won the tournament, he was at this below this line, which I can explain this to all of you guys. It's pretty easy. Usually in the the very top tier, or that very first line that you see, you always want to select around 1 or 2. And then anything below a line, it's usually 0 to 1. So you can see there was a weird pop-up that just showed up. My bad. I was distracted. Below this line, you just want to select 0 to 1 most of the time. So up here in the 8K combo buckets, didn't really work out for us, or didn't work out for the combo buckets, but still decent showing. You did have a GPP winning golfer down here with Eric Cole, and then Luke Clanton only had 2 points for his combo score, which, by the way, anytime there's at least 1, that means we've seen golfers inside the top 10 with those combos. And I imagine a lot of his buckets were also popular buckets to finish inside the top 10. So that's how you can take away from that. The 6K combo buckets actually worked out really well too. I had basically like 2 really big, or 1 really big tier that I had to split into 2. That's why you kind of see that little line in between. But there's a tier 3, which you can see nobody finished inside the top 20. And then we had a tier 2, which we had 1 golfer to finish inside the top 20. And then you actually had the small tier 1. You had 2 golfers finish inside the top 20, and 1 of them was in the optimal lineup. So that's pretty good. 6K combo buckets hit. And again, the 7K combo buckets are there for people who have free accounts. You don't have to pay for those. The one I just showed you, you do. For the 7K combo buckets, you do not. You just have to have a free account to look at this. In tier 1, we always say select 1 to 2. Guess what? Ben Griffin was in the optimal lineup, so there was 1 golfer there. In tier 2, you want 0 to 2, and in tier 3, you want 0 to 1. Well, in tier 2, you only had 1 golfer who was in the optimal. That was CT Pan. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You had 2. You had Michael Thorbjornsen and CT Pan, but one of those guys won the GPP. And then when you go down to tier 3, you had 1 guy that did finish inside the top 20, inside the top 10, I should say. 2 guys finished inside the top 20, but none of those guys were in the optimal lineup. So this all worked out too. 10K combo buckets. There were only 4 golfers. It's difficult to build lineups around 4 golfers or try to create a rule to pick golfers from. But again, Aaron Rye was at the top of that one. So this is available on SweetSpotDFS.com. Create an account if you haven't, and if you have troubles creating an account, contact me at SweetSpotDFS@gmail.com. We'll figure it's right there on the screen. We'll figure it out one way or the other. Okay, that's enough advertising that. I will put in the combo buckets once I'm done with this podcast. I already have the combo buckets created for the Genesis Scottish Open. I did not do one for the ISCO. I did not, just so you guys are aware. We can go ahead and close down the giveaways. Let's go ahead and get into this video. Actually, you know what? Before I do, how about this? I know there are plenty of you in the chat. Let's just do roll call number 1. I'm gonna have to bring up the giveaways again. Why did I close that? That's so stupid. Roll call number 1 is just say hello. If you say hello, you get an entry into next week's giveaway. So just say hello or hi. I don't care. Greet one another. And then as that's happening, I'm just going to go and read the chat while you guys are talking. All right, looking up at the chat. AJ Love, actually, let me read it this way. That way it looks like when it gets on replay, I'm looking at the chat. That's why I do it this way. AJ goes, let's go, baby. Finished 35th last week. I'm hoping. What contest was that in, AJ? I'm curious. I said that I was having technical difficulties. Y'all were like, it's all right, no big deal. I imagine it's raining bad there. Not today. I think we're in the clear for the next 4 or 5 days with rain. So yeah, not bad. AJ goes, but I got my bankroll up. That was my last $5 to play. Someone did say I would win something because of that. There we go. Darrel Mooney goes, nice one. I was in top 3 Rainmakers Sunday. Oh man, Darrel Mooney is always on top of the Rainmakers game. By the way, I will have a Rainmakers video out at the end of the year to basically go over my entire strategy. You all know that I won $1,800 during the Genesis Invitational. I invested 1,000 of that into Rainmakers through buying packs, which is stupid. That's something I'll teach you guys about, and all these other things. But I did get a couple Scotty Schefflers out of the deal, and those Scotty Schefflers have almost made my money back already. So there is something about Rainmakers that you can take advantage of. I need to make $400 in the next few weeks to get my money back, but I think we're looking okay. I think this week could be a good week. I had a couple good weeks in the last couple weeks with Rainmakers that kind of offset okay / poorish results when it comes to DraftKings. All right. After the 64, not sure if you need or should be complaining. That's right, guys. I shot a 64 over the weekend. So a goal of mine this summer was to shoot the course record, and I tied it at my Muni, the municipal golf course. Now, I do have some other golfing goals. One would be to win one of the club championships around here that I just don't ever seem to play well. Not my home course, but actually 2. I want to win 2 club championships. One is in Virginia, Minnesota, and the other one is in Two Harbors, Minnesota, which I love that Two Harbors tournament. And I think I can do that. I could have won it last year if I didn't have such a bad beginning. All right. Bobby, hello. Dennis, what's going on, man? Eric Carnivore. Yeah, that 64 that I shot, by the way, is the lowest I've shot a 66 before, so that beat it by 2, which was awesome. Gabe, what's going on, man? Pat Jennings, new, I think you're a new subscriber. I think I saw that last week. Hello. Byron's in the chat. Back 9 bets. Go check out his channel if you haven't. Oh, I was just there. And then had my difficulties in software. I'm gonna have to restart my computer, boot it back up, and try to download that again. Joshua Maz, what's happening, man? I always like doing the old school name that I've seen. Josh Allen, hello, sir. Cue the Three Stooges during. So here's the thing: I don't have my soundboard. The reason I started late is because it was glitching. Apparently, there's a common difficulty or technical issue where it'll try to boot up and then it shuts down, and tries to boot back up and it shuts down. It's the startup. It's a startup issue. So I don't have a soundboard. There won't be any more for today. I tried to fix it before going on stream and then got very impatient and was like, you know what? They don't want to wait all this time for me to get my soundboard back. So I unfortunately don't have it for today. Nice to see all you. AJ Love. Hit that like button. Yeah. Thank you for, almost forgot. If we get to 25 likes, I will give out 5 free memberships to the YouTube channel. And tomorrow, gosh, man, one little small thing can change the entire stream. And the fact that I was having my technical issues with my soundboard made me forget. Tomorrow night, lineup lock for the Genesis Scotch Open is 1 a.m., I think. I'm pretty sure it's 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that makes it, what? Noon, yeah. Midnight? Is that correct? We're an hour behind. No. It'd be 2 a.m. for you guys. Yeah, 2 a.m. for those on the Eastern Standard Time. And then for Pacific, that's going to be 10 p.m. I'm pretty sure. Or 11 p.m. I'm pretty sure that that's what it is. At least that's what I saw earlier today. I might have done my math wrong. No. I'm looking at the PGA Tour website. That's what it was. I was putting in the tee times and I saw it was 1 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that's why I said 1 a.m. I'm pretty sure that's lineup lock. All right, what else do we see here? Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. Too cool, rad. There we go. I think that's everyone. If you do not see your name on here, let me know and I will update it. So at the 1 hour mark, which, you know, we'll do another one at 9 o'clock. Let me know. It's not technically the 1 hour mark. Again, I was late and all my issues, yada, 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 yada. I'll do another roll call at 9. Someone remind me. Darrel, thank you, sir. Thought I put your name in there. I said hi to you, but I didn't write down your name. At 9 o'clock, if I don't remember, one of you fine people in the chat can remind me to do another roll call, and we'll add some more people to the giveaway. Okay. Let's get into the tournament and golf course information. Forgot me. Oh, Nathan, you said hi too? I was in Byron's stream and someone goes, someone else got the answer. It's like, dude, it's sometimes you see the chat go up and down. Very easy to miss people. That's what I provided. Anyways, course and tournament information. Let's go. So I don't have the tournament fact sheets. There are no tournament fact sheets for the Renaissance Club, as people like to call it. We can call it the Renaissance Club, doesn't matter. They call it the Renaissance, which is how they pronounce it. So you want to be sensitive to the way that other people in that country pronounce that. There you go. You got it. Renaissance. it's going to be a pretty common link style golf course. I don't have any shot shape that's really that necessary. I like some of the holes hitting a fade into the green seems to be like there are some trees on this golf course too, by the way, but there's no shot shape that's like absolutely necessary. And I mapped this golf course out like 2 years ago. I know nothing has changed. I have nothing to talk about when it comes to the golf course, really. It doesn't, until we can figure out where landing areas are and which golfers would benefit from hitting at 320 yards versus 280 yards, I don't have anything to go with the golf course. You're gonna have fescue as your grass type, and most of the courses, you know, in Great Britain, you know, anywhere over in Europe, technically, you're gonna have like a red fescue grass and other varieties of fescue. Now, if you want to get really nerdy about it, the agronomy of fescue, it's a very thin grass that grows to be pretty tall, and that's the defense of fescue. But fescue, when it's cut down short, stands pretty straight up. I would say it's probably a more brittle type of grass than zoysia, and would act more like bent and poa. Actually, more like bent and ryegrass. Poa, not so much. Poa is more of a flower type grass. Technically, they're all flowers. But yeah, I don't have fescue data. If you got fescue data, you can use it, but not fescue as in the rough is just fescue. You'd want fescue in the fairways. You'd want fescue on the greens. If you don't have that stuff, you can use bent grass. And if you were to go to the cheat sheet, you're going to see that I don't have any grass stats for the Genesis Scottish Open. I do for the ISCO, though. If you want to go check that out, you certainly can. Again, we can talk about the ISCO if you guys want to afterwards. It's entirely up to you guys. But I'm just going to be focused on the Genesis. And as I was ranting, not so much ranting, but as I was talking about things to forget, I will be having a stream tomorrow night. That I was mentioning the whole time difference and stuff like that. When lineup lock is, I will have a lineup building stream for my, like, I'm going to be building my lineups tomorrow. If you want to see what my process is, I already kind of explained it during the Rocket Mortgage Classic. I still plan to cut that video down and just show you guys how it all works out. Actually had a pretty good week at the Rocket Mortgage too. So I will be doing that, but it's only for members only. White tier and above. So, and that's YouTube. White tier and above YouTube members. It's my way to reward you guys for upping the ante, basically. Have to give you guys something for being those white tier members. So it's a members only video that is currently just a members only. Let's see. I'm actually gonna bring that up just so you guys see. So if I were to show you, this is what my channel looks like from behind the scenes. We have a members only video for the Rocket Mortgage. So I will be doing something very similar to that once again tomorrow night, and then Thursday I will have a website stream. I have finished the update file, which means I just have to update all of the data, and I'm putting that stuff on the website. So I'm going to try to get that done before the Open Championship. It's been a long time coming. All of you guys know that. It's been a long time coming. But I will have a cheat sheet, like, with the data, with the database. Not just a cheat sheet based off of the spreadsheets that I put together, an actual cheat sheet with the data. So that will be available. Okay. That's the golf course. The tournament, you got 156 golfers in the field. It's another full field event. People are talking about, oh, the strength of field's really strong. Yeah, the strength of field is about the same as it was last year. So what do we have this year? 647. Last year it was 618, and the year before that was 648. So there really isn't much different. Like 647, 648, the same as 2 years ago. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know why people bring it up as much as they do. It's the same. So when this became a PGA Tour event, you have the same strength of fields. And I guess the one thing to talk about when it comes to this tournament, you're gonna have, it's like a half DP, half PGA Tour event. You're gonna have a lot of DP World Tour golfers here. So I mean, we've seen Sebastian Soderberg before. He's a DP guy. Jordan Smith is. You know what's crazy? Bernd Wiesberger went to Live, did he not? I'm pretty sure he played a couple events in Live and then came back and is on the DP World Tour, now playing in the PGA Tour event. Is he the first dude to do that? I'm pretty sure he went to Live, didn't he? You're gonna have Ferguson, who is a DP guy. Rasmus is a DP guy. His brother Nikolai is not. He's a PGA Tour guy. Tom McKibben, who everyone's gonna be talking about this week, he is a DP World Tour guy. You're, like I said, it's like half DP World Tour guys, half PGA guys. Could even be like 60 40 70 30. I didn't even do the numbers. But then also on the ISCO part of it too, that's also a co-sanction event. So you're gonna have some PGA Tour guys there as well as some DP World Tour guys. So these are kind of your higher echelon golfers in the Genesis, and in the ISCO you're gonna have your lower echelon guys. Okay, that covers the tournament. It's gonna be top 65 in ties like normal. Yeah, got nothing else. Let's go into a very short segment of the Pass Optimal and GPP winning lineups. Presented to you by the Fantasy Golf Pod. Check out Chad on his podcast, usually around 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays, but it fluctuates. Go check out his YouTube channel. You'll find out. He posts it well in advance what the time is. Sometimes, though, he might change it hourly, but just go check it out. He has the Wheel of Destiny, which has done pretty good things in the past couple weeks. So go check it out. My Pass Optimal GPP win lineups go back to 2022. And if you're looking at the date right now in the live, or the people here in the chat, we're in 2024. So I only have 2 years of Pass Optimal and GPP win lineups. If I were to go back to 2021, oh no, I don't have any data. 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, nothing. I got nothing for you guys. And I'm sorry. This was one of those things, I think last year, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have this website up and running. I don't have to deal with looking at these other years. And by the way, these all would have been DP World Tour tournament. Like, it would have been a DP World Tour event. You would add some PGA Tour golfers in this event. But I wouldn't have salaries for it. I wouldn't have DK points because, again, it was a DP World Tour event, and I don't have that information. So, in 2022, where I had my first optimal lineup recorded, $49,200, and I mean recorded for the Genesis Scottish, $49,200. So you left $800 on the table, and it started with a $9,900 Xander, $6,700 Kurt Kitayama, $6,400 Tom Kim, $7,200 Cameron Tringali, $10,100 Matthew Fitzpatrick, and $8,900 Jordan Spieth. You know, maybe we won't make this such a short segment because let's talk more about which golfers we actually see inside the top 10. If you look at all the golfers here inside the top 10, which golfers stand out to you that are not PGA Tour members? I mentioned this on Byron's podcast. Which 4 golfers from the DP World Tour are we going to find this week? Because as you see it, in 2022, you had Dean Burmester, who went to Live, but he was DP World Tour in 2022. Thomas Dietrich was a DP World Tour guy in 2022. Jamie Donaldson, who used to be a super good golfer way back when, like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I mean, when he was like contending at the Open Championship, from what I remember, my memory. That's another guy. And then you don't have anyone else. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Rasmus Højgaard. Yeah, he was also a DP World Tour guy. Those are your 4. Those were your 4 in 2022. Again, your optimal left $800. And I'm kind of combining, like, here's a strategy portion of this. Let's try to figure out, let's try to figure out which DP World Tour guys are going to be inside the top 10 this week, because it's going to matter. It's going to matter. You're going to want 1 or 2 of those guys in your lineup, although your optimal lineup did not have any DP World Tour guys in it in 2022. Your GPP winning lineup had 99, 67, 96, 10, 10, 10, 1, I mean, 69, there's a DP World Tour guy, and 67, Brandon Grace at that time, I think, was on the PGA Tour. So I don't think, and actually, was he it? Yeah, he would have been. He wouldn't have been a Live Tour guy at that time. I don't think so. That made up 49,900. Your optimal lineup scored 529. Your GPP scored 486. So there's a bit of a discrepancy between those two. Your Sweet Spot optimal scored 518. So that was much closer to the optimal than the GPP. And that was 99, 67, 72, 10, 1, 8, 9, 7, 1. To put that in a different way, it's a 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, which all of you that are here in the chat, you all know that's the jingle of the channel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. Start building your lineups that way. Maybe make 1 or 2 substitutions from there. And what I mean is dropping a salary tier down or upping a salary tier. So if you got a low 10, a low 9, a low 8, you might be able to do 3 7s. Or you might be able to do 2 7s, a 6, and 2 9s. You know, a 10, 2 9s, 2 7s, and a 6. But you can make 1 to 2 substitutions from the 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6 model. Okay, that was 2022. 2023. The optimal left $2,500 on the table. Don't do that. Just don't do it. It's not smart. You have so many more combinations of lineups you can build by leaving that much money on the table, because the majority of your golfers are underneath the average salary remaining, or the average salary, of a $50,000 salary cap on DraftKings. Your average salary you can use per player is $8,300. Like, and I want to use a big word here, but the majority of your golfers under, or in a DraftKings contest, are under $8,300. And like 5-6 of the golfers in the field are under $8,300. So what that means is, if you start under 83 and you just build out that way, you have so many more possibilities of creating lineups. Whereas if you started at a 10K and a 9K, you only have a limited amount of lineups you can build. And oh, by the way, you're seeing it up there. There's going to be, 10-9, Rory McIlroy was in the optimal lineup. He was he was the second most expensive guy on the slate, right behind Scotty Scheffler, who finished in 3rd place. So if you don't play a 10K golfer, even in this field, it's a strong field. I shouldn't even say it that way. I said it that way because Scotty Scheffler's not in the field this week. So yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Scotty Scheffler is just unbelievable. Anyways, 10-9 was the optimal lineup. And then there's a bunch of 7K guys and 6K guys. Oh, I'm sorry, one $8,500 guy in Tom Kim. I think you should still follow the 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. In fact, let's take a look here. Your GPP winning lineup: 10, 9, 7, 4, 7, 3, 9, 4, 8,000, 6,000. What is that again? Wait. That's a 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6 for your GPP winning lineup. Your Sweet Spot optimal left $200 on the table, and we had ourselves a 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. So yeah, you can't escape it. You're on this channel. You're just I'm gonna speak the truth to you guys until your ears bleed. Optimal lineup 618. GPP winning lineup scored 573, and your Sweet Spot optimal scored 607. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. Okay. The next piece is, what 4 DP World Tour guys would we want to play? I don't even think there's none inside the top 10. Robert McIntyre? Yeah, he would have been last year. He would have been a DP World Tour guy. There's 1. David Lingmerth. There's 2. Nikolai Højgaard was not. There's 3. Okay, whoa. I guess I'll take it back. We have 3 DP World Tour guys, and then that's it. because Tyrrell Hatton wouldn't be one. We could use Grant Forrest down here in 11th place as another DP World Tour guy. Ryan Fox finished 12th. That's 7,500. So here's the one other thing to look at. So Lingmerth was $6,200. David Lingmerth was $6,200. That is going to be your lowest DP World Tour guy, like price tag wise. You're going to find, okay, so Grant Forrest was $6,600. You're going to find more guys in the 7K range that were in the DP World Tour, like Robert McIntyre, Nikolai Højgaard. Who was that last guy? Oh, I did mention Lingmerth. Those were the three. Grant Forrest was 66, sure, and then you have $7,500 Ryan Fox. Now 2022, what do we have here for our guys? So, oh, Jamie Donaldson. Actually, wait a minute. Jamie Donaldson is kind of an old dude. So too is David Lingmerth. Like, I mean, and by old dude, I just mean they've been on tours for a while. They both were $6,200. So maybe we can find a little common theme there. I don't know. We'll look further into it. Looking at these other, I guess not. I'm trying to make something out of nothing. So $6,900 Rasmus, $6,900 Dean Burmester, $7,100 Thomas Dietrich. Like I said, $6,200 Jamie Donaldson, and those are your four guys inside the top 10, right? Yeah, okay. So 69. So I'm looking at golfers on the DP World Tour, maybe one low-priced guy that's like around, oh god, I totally forgot about this. Might as well mention it. Can't believe I shut down. Sometimes you just don't think about things. Can I pull up the optimizer? Oh, I'm still logged in. Lovely. By the way, I'm going to SweetSpotDFS.com, going to Fantasy Tools, going to Cheat Sheet, find the cheat sheet. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. I have a price conversion. I forgot to mention that. So this week you get 4 tabs of data on the cheat sheet. You get a price conversion, which is anytime there's a 5K range, I'm converting the price tags, because if we're doing what we're doing right now, we're analyzing salaries, we're analyzing optimal lineups. We have to analyze it equally as we would any other year, any other event. And unfortunately, with these stupid 5K price tags, we have to somehow convert them to 6K ranges. So obviously these 5K guys are going to get a boost up to the 6Ks, and some of these like 9K, 8K golfers are going to get boosted down to 7Ks. Actually, that's not even really actually didn't really happen that much, to be honest with you. Everyone kind of got boosted up because the pricing is so soft. So anyways, I'm adjusting them. I looked at the last 2 years at this event. I looked at, you know, pretty much every event, and just to see how many 10K golfers there were, 9Ks, stuff like that. What normally you're going to see is 4 to 5 10K golfers every single week or every single year, minus this year because we have the 5K range. The 9K range, you're going to find anywhere between 7 to 9. The 8K range, you're going to find anywhere between 8 to 10. And in the 7K range, you're going to find anywhere between 35 to 40. And those are the main price ranges for me. This one has 42, by the way, 7K. And that's pretty, I mean, I can show you if I look at the last couple years for the salaries. Here you go. Read them and weep them. Every single year we've had 4 10Ks. There's 7 9Ks this week, or yeah, this year, whereas we've seen 8 last year and 7 the year before. 10 8K golfers, 42 7. Like, it matches pretty darn close to what previous salaries have been at this event. So, and this is all adjusted. Those are all adjusted salaries. Going back to the price conversion. So what I'm looking for is that $6,200 golfer that has a lot of experience on the DP World Tour. And to do that, it's going to be these guys here from $5,300 and down. It's going to be like 54. I really don't have to make it just $6,200. I'm not also trying to nitpick this too much. Like, I would say if I'm building 100 lineups, I'm probably just doing this in 20 to 25 lineups, where I'm going to try to really grab one of these guys down here. And I actually asked my buddy, Mr. Guru Nick, Jesper Svensson. I watched his golf swing on a Twitter clip. Holy crap. Does that guy have a beautiful golf swing, and he hits the ball far. He's not a guy that I would consider someone who has a lot of DP World Tour experience. Pablo Larrazabal, though, I would, for sure. Richie Ramsey fits that one perfectly. He fits that role perfectly. Callum Shinkwin, got no issue there. He kind of does, kind of doesn't. Hey, we saw Grant Forrest in one of the GP or the optimal lineups. Why not him? But like, we could actually go to Francesco. Is this a week to play Francesco, I wonder? That would be kind of interesting. Probably not gonna play David Law. He kind of fits that role too. Oh, Luke Donald fits that role, by the way. You know what? These are reasons that I might play those guys, is just by seeing David Lingmerth in the optimal lineup, and seeing Jamie Donaldson in the optimal lineup the last couple years, or just inside the top 5, inside the top 10. Good reasons to do stuff like that. If you want to, you don't have to. So yeah, diamonds in the rough. Luke Donald, Francesco Molinari, and who's my guy up here? Richie Ramsey. I only say that because of what we just saw with the pass optimal and GPP winning lineups. That's it. That's it. That's the only reason I'm saying it. And I'm not even, like, I'm not hanging my hat on it. I'm not making that a one of those strategies that I'm really honing in on. But if I'm building 100 lineups, I will have at least one of those dudes in those lineups that I might put into a higher GPP just because. Why not? Right? Okay. That's going to cover the pass optimal and GPP winning lineup segment. Let's go into a review of the John Deere Classic. And I'm actually going to swing this right over here. John Deere Classic. We're going to review this one really quick. I like to start here with the... Actually, hold on. Timeout. Timeout. We got ourselves a... We got another roll call. So, in the chat, who are you playing? What $6,200 loser are you playing? You get Richie Ramsey, Luke Donald, or Francesco Molinari. One of those 3 dudes. I want to see those names in the chat. That's going to be roll call number 2. Donald, Ramsey, or Francesco. Frank. You can call him Frankie. Donald, Frankie, Richie. Richie, Donald, Frankie. Whatever. Luke, I am your father. bgLittleNeck, what's going on, man? And also who? Cody Gambill, what's going on? I did not say hi to you guys yet, and I don't know. I think I said hi to everyone else, right? Sure hope so. If I miss your name, let me know. I'm trying to do this quick. Lombardi Lee, how's it going, sir? Barry R, I haven't said hi to you yet. I think I got everyone. Oh yeah, 25 likes on this video, and I'm giving out 5 memberships to the YouTube channel, and those 5 memberships will allow you to watch the video tomorrow that I'm posting, that I'm going to be going live with. Again, I'm going to be building my lineups, going through my strategies. Couldn't do it last week because 3rd of July is a big time up here, and yeah, I was going to enjoy those festivities. Let's see, 14, let me count in the chat. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, who did I miss? Bobby. I don't have AJ in there. So Bobby, AJ, Cody. I have Cody in there. I do have Eric Carnivore in there. Dennis Ames. Yep. I have Gabe. Did I have Josh in there? I do have Josh. bgLittleNeck, Dennis, Darrel. I got you in there. Philip, got you. Nathan Johnson, got you. Barry R. Oh, Barry R is there. I got Barry R. Pat. Just put Pat there. Who am I missing? Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, who's the 16th guy? Did someone put two guys in there? Maybe that's what I'm not seeing. Dennis did. Dennis did. Okay. Dennis put 2 guys in there. But then I have Josh that just posted one. Friendly reminder. Make sure you are live. You are live with me. Hit that live button. I don't know what YouTube does. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's your internet. It's gonna somewhere slows down, and your progress bar is gonna be further to the left. Hit the little live button. Okay. Let's review the John Deere Classic. I like to start here with the summary page. And basically just look at this column right here, which, oh my goodness. Okay, here's what you're going to see. This is how this is updated. See these 2 columns here that are hidden from you guys? We got to update these. So I know what the optimal lineup is based off of the little black tick marks that I have here. That shows me the optimal, and then the green salaries show me the SweetSpot optimal. So you are getting a behind the scenes look as to how this is done. It's what I do every single week for you guys. Mostly for you guys. Sometimes it's for me. Oh. And this will update that page. Easy peasy, lemony squeezy. There we go. Look at that. You know what's funny? I don't even have to look at this before going live, and I just already know that the buckets are going to be successful. That's like how much trust I have. I could have literally made myself look like an idiot there by not reviewing this before going live, and then just seeing a ton of no's for successes, kind of like what we just saw. But yeah, if you don't know how this works, this is how we're going to be talking about the bucket system for this week also. We're looking at the stat categories. I've got 6 stat categories, and in each of those stat categories, there are 6 buckets. So we have 36 total buckets in the bucket system, and I have projections for those buckets. And why I have these things are to narrow down your player pools, or who you select golfers from, to make life easier for you when selecting golfers. So in this last year stat for bucket 1, so I call this last year bucket 1, the projection is 1.31 to 2.19. The first rule you got to remember, you round up with the max projection, you round down with the min projection. So this min goes from 1.31 to 1. The max goes 2.19 to 3. Now, I know for this bucket, I personally wasn't really feeling that confident in making this a 1 to 3. I made it a 0 to 3. But when we look at this year's totals, there were 2 golfers that were inside the top 10. There was one golfer in the optimal lineup, and there was one golfer in the sweet spot optimal. And first of all, if this number falls inside that projection, so it's 1 to 3, we see 2 golfers were in the top 10. That makes that bucket successful. But if there weren't 2 golfers in that, or if the number fell outside that range, let's say there was 4 golfers inside the top 10, or there were 0, we would then look at the optimal lineup, and if that number fell inside that range, then the bucket is a success. And you can see with all of these buckets, all the projections, you guys can screenshot this, hold me accountable. The formula that's in here is pretty simple. It literally looks at this number, sees if it's inside there. If not, it'll go to this number and sees if it's inside there. And if it isn't, then it'll say no. If it is, then it'll say yes. And there are 36 yeses on the screen. There's no reds. Just to show you, if I were to change this, I'm going to, obviously undo this. But if I did 6 and 3, not 3, I need 4. Boom, turns to a no. Simple, right? There's no line going on here. So the buckets were 100% successful. And if I were to go into 2024 DK page, let's look at the Marquee Tee Times really quick. The Marquee Tee Times, by the way, the rule is for every group of golfers in the Marquee Tee Times, you want to select 2 to 4 golfers to build your lineups around. Whoops. Oh boy. Oh boy, what did I do? Hate when this happens. Get out of there. Okay, so you're gonna notice right away. Let me get that and then do it this way. There we go. Holy crap. The little black tick mark indicates it's an optimal lineup. So there's only one guy, Davis Thompson. So right away, the Marquee Tee Times don't fit the mold. They didn't produce 2 to 4 golfers in the optimal lineup, where it typically does. Every single week, it pretty much does. Furthermore, the blue, with a golfer highlighted in blue, these are guys that were in the GPP winning lineup. And the $5 GPP, which is where I took this lineup from, had Davis Thompson and Eric Cole. They played together. So that also kind of breaks the mold. However, there is a sweet spot optimal that I did create that has a $9,500 golfer and a $9,600. So you had Davis Thompson and Denny McCarthy. Those guys were in the Marquee Tee Times. There's 2 of them. So again, the sweet spot process follows it completely. And if I were to scroll down just to show you where all the other golfers are, there's one optimal lineup guy and a GPP or a sweet spot optimal. Then there's a GPP winning guy. There's another optimal and sweet spot optimal, sweet spot optimal, and GPP. And then you actually had 2 guys down here playing together, and Luke Clanton and Michael Thorbjornsen, who were in the optimal lineup together. So you had 2 GPP guys together that were playing together, and you actually had 2 optimal lineup guys playing together. Just want to show you that. I only look at the Marquee Tee Times because it's the only thing I've been tracking, just so you're aware. However, I have a sweet spot optimal, I have an optimal, and I have a GPP winning lineup that we can compare against each other. So the optimal is straight up the raw optimal lineup. This is the perfect lineup. You would leave $2,500 on the table. That's impossible. Like, don't do that. That's stupid. 96, 86, 7, 77, 6,700, and 7,900. Those 6 golfers, Davis Thompson, Clanton, CT Pan, Thorbjornsen, Young, and Griffin, were in the optimal lineup. That optimal lineup scored 836 points. Your GPP winning lineup were those top 3 guys, Thompson, Clanton, CT Pan, but also were Eric Cole, Denny McCarthy, and Sami Välimäki. That used up 50,000 of the salary, and it scored 797. That's pretty darn good. That, well, I guess never mind. I thought it was 818 was the, so 797 versus 836. It's about a 40-point difference there. The sweet spot optimal scored 818.5. 818.5 beats 797. Now there's $700 you could leave on the table. let me bring this up for you guys. I do have last week's optimizer. That is, oh, it's over here. Here's last week's, and it's filled in with all of the data of finishing positions. Now here, I want to show you some things. So if I use the old buckets from last week, so this would follow the SweetSpot process, right? And we put a minimum salary of that of 49.2 is usually, when I send you guys the optimizer, 49.2 is the salary that I give you, the minimum, because that's as much as I'm going to leave on the table. So if I run this optimizer, I get my 818.5. Now, if you guys are going to contest like, oh, you never leave that much money on the table, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. 49.4 is usually what I do, right? So we do 49.4. Rerun this to show you what the SweetSpot optimal would be with 49.4. $50,000. 818. Which is actually kind of surprising. What? I think I ran this before, and it wasn't that. I mean, I guess I must have changed the like. What I just copied from are the raw bucket system numbers. I wonder what I had changed. I must have changed something. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't 818 at $50,000. Either way, so 0.5 points, you leave $700 on the table. 818 gets you the other SweetSpot optimal. And again, that is whoa. Okay, never mind. Lou Clanton. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember. So Clanton and Thorbjornsen played together, right? All right, let's kick out. Is it Clanton that I need to kick out? I need to kick out one of these guys. Let's kick out Thorbjornsen because they're playing together. Let's follow it completely, right? So Thorbjornsen is kicked out. 49.4. If we were to use that salary, we score 801. Remember, the GPP scored 797, so you still beat it that way. And I think if I move this to 49.6, we lose by half a point, maybe a point, if I remember correctly. 796.5. So we lose by 0.5 points to the GPP winner if we, only leave $400 on the table. So one thing I learned, and one thing I can constantly learn, which I will also be using for the ISCO, in these weaker field events, leaving this minimum salary, like leaving more money on the table, that's the way to go. That's what I've learned. So anyways, I'm going to close this down. I don't need to show you guys anything else. The SweetSpot optimal beat the GPP winning lineup in more ways than one. Doesn't matter what kind of salary limits you want to put on it. We took down the GPP. We would have taken down the GPP following the SweetSpot process, which again, it's not pairing your guys up together in the Marquee Tee Times, using the bucket system completely with all the projections. You get a lineup that would have taken down a GPP. So I'm going to close down the John Deere Classic, and we're just going to get into the Genesis Scottish Open, and then we're going to start building some lineups. So I guess before I get into the bucket system, one thing to note, let me go and pull up. Here's the engine that drives the bucket system. I do this for every single tournament. Every tournament has its own engine because there are different results for each tournament. You can see from 2021 and beyond, we have all these zeros in there. That's why I don't have a top 5 or a top 20 or a missed cut. I don't have any of that information on the bucket system. So if you went to the cheat sheet, you're not going to see top 20s, made cuts, or anything like that. You're just going to have top 10 information. And that's because all I did was I totaled up. Oh. Did I do that for other ones? I did. Okay. It doesn't matter when it comes to the total numbers, and I'll show you. Just hold on. I'm gonna change these because I just want to see what they are. And I'll probably update the so basically what I'm doing is I'm just going to look at the 2 years that I have data. If you can see the little orange box, it's very difficult. I understand you might have to squint, but I'm only looking at certain years of data because going from 2021 back is kind of pointless. We don't have PGA Tour data. We just have DP World Tour data, which you could still use if you knew the golfers that were in those fields, and you can compare them equally. Okay. But anyways, if I were to go down to the totals, this is where I also have the totals only going back. I guess this goes back to 2021. You don't count this year because we want to look at historical data. Yeah, and I only have that one going to 2022. There you go. So everything else is updated. Interesting. That data is then pushed onto the summary page that we'll be talking about with the bucket system. I wanted to mention this to you. I told you I would at the beginning of the video. There are only 2 years of data when it comes to the Genesis Scottish Open when it's a PGA Tour event. I don't have, and it's a huge ask to try to put together something for the DP World Tour, so I just don't have it. I want to be transparent with that. The optimal lineup stuff I also did update, so you could look at the optimal lineups as well as the bucket totals and the top 10s. All that stuff on the cheat sheet's been updated except for the top 10s. I'll have to update that. Actually, it was just for the last week information right here for the minimum and the maximums. The projections, by the way, they didn't change. The projections are still looking at the same things they always do. Projections look at success rate. They look at this year, how many golfers are in that bucket, and it compares it to how many golfers are typically in that bucket, and then what the strength of field points are. So you can see 25% of the strength of field points are going to last year bucket 1. 21% are going to golfers who missed the cut last year, and 24% are going to golfers who did not play last year. That's how this all reads. And again, this is available to you on the cheat sheet, which again, you can get at SweetSpotDFS.com. If you go check that out, you can get all of this on this bucket system page. And actually, how about this? Let me go ahead and just copy and paste this over so you guys have it. There you go. Easy peasy. So all of this information's in there for you. Like I said, the optimal lineup data is populated, but not the top 5, top 20s, and cut made frequencies. Those are not in there, but that doesn't change anything when it comes to the projections. Again, this is the SweetSpot DFS cheat sheet. You can find this on SweetSpotDFS.com, and you can also find it in a link in the description down below. Okay. How about this? I'm going to go ahead and put a transition on. We're going to talk about the bucket system very quickly. All right. We are talking about the bucket system for the Genesis Scottish Open. You guys can follow along with me on the cheat sheet and how to read this. Again, we're looking at each of the stat categories. There are 6 of them. In each of the stat categories, there are 6 buckets. So for this first bucket, those are last year ones. Now, what the range will tell you is what does that bucket portray? What does this bucket mean? It means these are golfers from last year's event that finished inside the top 20, 1 to 20th place. And you can follow that logic down with each of these buckets. So last year one are all golfers who finished somewhere between 1st to 20th from last year's event. And this spans the last 2 years that I have data for. Every single year you've seen at least 2 golfers finish inside the top 10. And you've seen a max of 3. You've also seen at least 1 to 2 golfers finish in the optimal lineup from this bucket. We have a 100% frequency rate. That means at least 1 golfer each year has been inside the top 10, and a 14.29% success rate, which takes into account all the golfers that have ever been in this bucket, all of them. how many of them finished inside the top 10? That's 14.29%. So if you didn't watch the bucket system video, if you didn't read the bucket system article that you can find on SweetSpotDFS.com, I just explained it to you in the quickest way possible, basically. So this last year one bucket, we want 1. We always round down in the minimum to 3. Always round up in the maximum. 1 to 3 golfers from this bucket to finish inside the top 10. And that actually stays pretty consistent with the kind of conservative max projection over here. I don't know what just happened. Whatever. So if you at home are kind of thinking about, well, how do I use this on your cheat sheet? Well, you'd go to the dream sheet, put down a filter, go into DraftKings, and I'm going to actually sort by salary top to bottom and clear everyone out of this last year column. Clear everything out and just select 1. And there you go. You got your last year ones. So the projection of this bucket says 1 to 3 will finish inside the top 10 from this bucket. So 1 to 3, which golfers do you think that'll be from this bucket? Do you think Rory McIlroy will finish inside the top 10? Probably. Tommy Fleetwood? Probably. Tom Kim? Maybe. And then you can do that with the rest of these guys. It's really up to you. I'm not here to tell you which golfer will. I'm here to tell you how many golfers are projected to, and then it's up to you to figure out which guys do you like the most. That's kind of how the whole bucket system is supposed to act. If I knew which golfers were going to finish inside the top 10, I'm probably not talking to you guys. I'm just probably stealing all your money. Like, I'm probably just playing DraftKings in secrecy and winning all the thousands and millions of dollars that I could possibly win. So really, you got to come up with your own story. Who do you think is going to finish inside the top 10? I mean, personally, everything looks good for Tommy Fleetwood. I really like Fleetwood this week, and he could be the only guy from this bucket to finish inside the top 10. The only dude. And that would still satisfy the projection. It would still be a correct projection because only 1 golfer finished inside the top 10. So I'm not going to go over all the buckets. It's at your disposal. Go to the cheat sheet, go to SweetSpotDFS.com, find the cheat sheet there, or find it in the link in the description below. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. And again, remember, there are only 2 years of data that this information goes back to. If you really want to look at all the anchor buckets, what I would suggest to do is go into this max projection, filter by condition, and go greater than or equal to 2. This will ensure that the minimum will always be 1. Pretty much, it ensures that the minimum will be 1. The only buckets that I think I would stay away from would be course history 6s, golfers who did not play. I would say your minimum is 0. 7K golfers, I would say your minimum is also 0. And I also would say that for golfers who missed the cut last year. Imagine I have that built in here. Sure do. Golfers who missed the cut, 0 to 3. I don't have that as a 1 to 3. That's a 0 to 3. 7K golfers, 0 to 3. I don't have that as a 1 to 3. And course history 6s was the other bucket. That's also a 0 to 3 on the optimizer. Again, I'll be building lineups here shortly for you guys. We are at 18 likes. If we can get 7 more, I will give away 5 memberships, just so you all know. Okay. These would be your anchor buckets, technically. Now, I'd go a step further than that and go into bucket totals for this year and basically deselect everything and only select 10, 15, and 17. I don't think I would select anything else. I want less than 30. And these are kind of your true anchor buckets. We can go through these. This is pretty simple. Last year ones, we just talked about it. Recent form ones. Let's go into that. Make sure there are no active filters. Go into the recent form bucket, clear everything out, and just select ones. Oh, wow. Rory's up there. Xander's up there. Oberg. Morikawa. Tommy Fleetwood. We just talked about him. In fact, it is Fleetwood, McIlroy, and Corey Connors are the only 3 golfers that were both in the last year 1 bucket as well as the recent form 1 bucket. But this projection for this bucket is a 1 to 3 as well. So maybe it could be a Rory Fleetwood week. You could play those guys together. It's actually really simple to do that. Building a lineup that way, or possibly maybe it's a Xander Fleetwood, and maybe you add Corey Connors to the mix. You could build a lineup like this because we have a 5K range, which is ridiculous. It still would follow the bucket system. It'd still do all that stuff. It'd follow all of the price, you know, 10,98776. Again, if you didn't know this, I did a price conversion on the cheat sheet. And I mean, I've talked about this before. Oh, it's over here. Talked about this before. But if you go to that price conversion, tier 1 are 10K golfers. Tier 2 are 9K golfers. Tier 3 are 8K golfers. Well, you see some 7,700, you see some 7K range golfers in the 8K range. You're going to be like, what the heck? That makes no sense. Again, I'm converting these prices from what they are this week versus what they've always been on DraftKings. I don't even care if the 5K range becomes a normal thing going forward. I will always adjust salaries. Right now, I'm adjusting them up to what the old salaries were. Perhaps in the future, I'll adjust the old salaries down to what the new salaries are. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, to be quite honest. I want to be consistent with my analysis, so that's what I'm doing. The 7K range goes all the way down to 6,200, by the way. 6,200 is what the old flat 7K range used to be. So just be on the lookout for that. And then the high 6K range goes down to $5,600. And then the low 6K range is $5,500 and below. So it looks much different to me than it does to most people. So when I think of the 10,98776 method, what you really could do is 11.9, like we were just talking about this with McIlroy and Fleetwood, right? You could play McIlroy, Fleetwood, and I bet you I could go JT, so these high price guys. So this is 10, 9, 8. Maybe do someone up here like Christian Bezuidenhout. And so I have $12,000 left. It just makes it really simple. So I drop down into the 6K range, pick up Mac Hughes, and now I have 44.2 left, which means $5,800 is available, and I go down to the low 6K range. I can do something like this. Actually, hey, there's our guy, Richie Ramsey. Maybe I just want one 6K golfer, right? And I'm going to have this low price 6K. Well, then I can have two 7Ks because technically Ricky Fowler right here is in the 7K range at $6,400. So too is Ben Griffin. I know you guys were talking about Ben Griffin. I'll be $100 over the price tag if I use Ben Griffin here. Well, let's do Ben Griffin. That's 50,001. And I can drop down to who? Luke Donald. Put in Luke Donald if I want. Oh, where's Francesco? Boom. Francesco. This is 49,900. So Francesco at 52. And then technically Ben Griffin 66, but that's the 7K range. Christian Bezuidenhout's another 7K golfer. And then there's my 10.98. So 10.98, 776. Like you get, when you do the price conversion, playing these low 5K golfers doesn't, I mean, to me, it doesn't make it less desirable. They're still a 6K golfer, and as I've always said, you never want to disrespect a 7K golfer. You also don't want to fall in love with a 7K golfer. So that's all I'm going to talk about when it comes to the bucket system. I know, like, if you were to go to the strokes gained 1 golfers, which is going to be another one of those projections that's 1 to 3, pretty close to 1 to 4. You could sort by strokes gained, the strokes gained bucket A to Z. You get your guys there. You get Rory once again. You get Schauffele. We already talked about Oberg. You'll get Fleetwood in that bucket. So you do with that as you will. The last thing to talk about before we start building lineups are the Marquee Tee Times. So I'm going to clear this all out. And no, I'm not going to clear that out. What am I doing? We want to sort A to Z. And then I'm going to highlight. Now there is one group in here. I thought. Okay, maybe not. I think it might be in the ISCO. That's probably what it is. I'm highlighting this by every 3 golfers. And now I want you guys in chat to pay attention to this because we're going to get into lineup building pretty soon. And I'm going to be asking you, select 2 to 4 golfers, and the optimizer follows this. So if you're not paying attention, first of all, shame on you. Pay attention because I want you guys to select 2 to 4 golfers from here, from what you see on the screen, and follow the SweetSpot rules, which are don't select golfers that are paired up together. That's rule number 1. Select 2 to 4 golfers. That's rule number 2. And that's it. Those are the only 2 rules that I really care about. If I were to go over each of these each of these Marquee Tee Times, you get Viktor Hovland, Rory McIlroy, and Robert McIntyre in Group 1. In Group 2, you get Xander, Fleetwood, and Wyndham Clark. So if you liked Xander, like we were just talking about Fleetwood, right? Well, guess what? Can't put Fleetwood and Xander together. It will be either a Tommy Hovland lineup or a Tommy Rory lineup, but it will not be a Xander Tommy lineup. Then you have Oberg, Morikawa, Hideki Matsuyama, Tom Kim, Max Homa, Matthew Pavon, JT, Ryan Fox, Nikolai Højgaard, Minwoo Lee, Corey Connors, Guido Migliozzi, Seabez, McCarthy, and Kita Nakajima. I see Jack Fisher in the chat. There you go. There's your Kita Nakajima in the Marquee Tee Times. Then we got Fitzpatrick, Spieth, and Ewan Ferguson. And then the last one is Sungjae M, Cameron Davis, and Marcel Siem. So here I ask you guys in chat. Eric Carnivore already bit the bullet. He jumped ahead. So did Nathan Johnson. I want you guys to select 2 to 4 golfers, paste them in chat right now, and I am going to be building lineups around those golfers. All right. So the first one I have is Eric Carnivore. I like that Fleetwood Homa lineup. That's good. Look at all the small hands Tom Kim in there. Jeez. Lombardi Lee with Pavon and Denny. That's pretty good. That's Denny McCarthy, right? I'm pretty sure. So I have 2 Rory small hand Tompkins. So for Eric Carnivore and Gabe, I'm just going to be building you guys lineups. They're going to be together, okay? Since you're in the chat, Gabe, you'll know that now. Actually, I think you'll be watching the whole time, right? Byron, you gave me 4 golfers. I imagine you want me to mix and match, or do you want those 4 golfers together? I got Darrel's in here now. It's a good one. Sungjae and Xander, that's pretty good for AJ Love. Philip goes, I've been playing Homa all year, but damn, I'm getting tired of getting screwed. Yeah, as we all are. All right, Byron wants a mix and match. Byron, I'm going to keep yours to the end then. I'm going to do that same method I did the last time we did the mix and match thing. Ooh, Cammy Boy Davis. Okay. By the way, Cameron Davis shows up in the optimizer a lot. Josh Allen with a unconventional Brian Harmon and Byung-Hun An. Okay. So I think what I'm going to be doing is I need to change my timer. Let me know if I missed anybody. Here's what I have down. I'm going to change my timer to 4 minutes. We're going to do 4 minutes as opposed to 5 minutes. All right, Byron goes, as usual, I'll be in and out here, so being last is totally fine. Okay. And you, yeah, unfortunately, no clown music. Homa's like my girlfriend because he screws me all the time. And then Eric Carnivore goes, screws you with no happy ending. Yikes. Yeah, I will have it all fixed by, I kind of wouldn't say I was on autopilot, like bringing the stream up today, but I didn't think anything was not going to work, which is one of those things you just don't do. You can't, it's like one of those you got to knock on wood type of things. But yeah, unfortunate, really. I hate that because I love that soundboard and I can't access it, so it sticks. Oh yeah, and no Hawk 2. Oh, I know. All right. No lube, no reach around either. Okay. All right. First lineup we're going to do is Eric Carnivore's Rory and Small Hands Tom Kim. And again, we're doing 4 minutes, going through this quickly. I want to go ahead and pin that message up to the top so we know which ones we're on. We're going to timestamp that because we remembered this time. And let's go ahead and put that timer on the screen. All right. 4 minutes and counting. Hold on. Timeout. My bad. I didn't even have it up on the screen. So here's a friendly reminder to everyone. Make sure you're caught up in the stream. Make sure you are live. If you don't know how to do that, I'm going to show you guys right now how to do that. So here's my stream. You don't know how to do the live thing. You look down here. If you're on desktop, the little live button's down here. So if I were to go backwards in time, this little live thing says skip ahead. Hit that live thing. Boom. Brings you all the way up here. Look at this. We're going to have a bunch of Erics on the screen. But yeah, hit that live thing. And if you're on mobile, there's also a little live button down below. Make sure you're on that. If you aren't, oh man, we're gonna have issues. And actually, I'm just gonna be building lineups for you. If you want input as I go through this, just tell me, hey, kick him out. Kick him out. Don't want to see him anymore. We're gonna find popular golfers. It will happen. I'm gonna change this all to 100, all the way down to, I think, the 7K range, and then I'm just gonna keep it as is. Say, screw it. Oh, Tom McKibben. Let's keep him at 100%. You know what? I'm gonna do like 7% for some of these guys. Probably down to here. And then 4% for some of these guys, I think. Right to there. And then that's it. All right. You brave man, Byron. That's funny. Wait, nobody said Rory Fleetwood? Rory Fleetwood's the... Oh, yeah, no, Rory Fleetwood has not been done. Sure, we can do that. Is that what you said? And I thought you said... No, you did Rory. We can't do Rory Fleet. Yes, we can. Can do Rory Fleetwood. Yeah, nobody exactly did Rory Fleetwood, so I'll put that on the screen. And I forgot to put Byron on here too. Okay. Let's go back into the timestamps. I'm going to change this. 9:46. We are at 9:49. 9:50. There we go. Perfect. Love seeing that. Good enough. Because guess what? We're building lineups right now. All right, Carnivore. Sorry for the delay. Timer's up. We're building lineups. First lineup: Rory McIlroy, Tom Kim, Davis Thompson, Thomas Dietrich, Tom Cole. It's a lot of Toms. It's a lot of Toms. There's 4 Toms there. And Eric Cole. Okay. Not a bad lineup. That's pretty good. McIlroy, Kim, Benny Ann, Mitchell, Dietrich, Phillips, which was one of Byron's dudes, leaving $800 on the table. That's... yeah. If I see more of that, I'm not going to allow it. I don't want to see that much money left on the table. This isn't like the John Deere Classic. We want to kind of narrow that up. McIlroy, Kim, Thompson, Benny Ann, Bezainhout, and Luke List. That's not terrible. Again, if you don't like anyone, just say kick, and I will kick them out. McIlroy, Kim, Thompson, Benny Ann. So you're going to see a lot of Davis Thompson. Do you want that? Let me know. McIlroy, Kim, Thompson, Benny Ann. Those 2 guys, Thompson, Benny Ann. Do you want that much of them? EVR is pretty good. I don't mind this lineup with Mac Hughes. Here, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to kick out Thompson. Personally, I don't think he went... Like, he's playing good golf, but I don't think he's going to have the cojones to pull off another good finish after winning the John Deere Classic and traveling to Europe. McIlroy, Kim, Wyndham Clark, Benny Ann, Hadwin, and Cammy Boy Davis. We love that one. I like that one at least. Hadwin's getting the boot. McElroy, Kim, Benny Ann, Mitchell, Dietrich, and Todd. Love that lineup. We're going to kick Benny Ann out. That's too much Benny Ann. I don't need that much in my life. Eric Carnival goes kick. I'm not sure who that is too. Remember, you got to tell me kick and the person's name. There's a delay between you and I. There will always be a delay between you and I. And this isn't just to you, Eric. This is to everyone else. McElroy, Tom Kim, Harmon, Dietrich, Roy, Van Rooyen, and Justin Lauer. Sure, I don't mind that one. That one's fine. McElroy, Kim, Harmon, Dietrich, Van Rooyen. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of Van Rooyen and Dietrich. Would you like any of those guys kicked? Please say kick Dietrich or kick Van Rooyen or both or neither. Does not matter to me. McElroy, Kim, Harmon, McCarthy, Van Rooyen. Yeah, so that's too much Van Rooyen. I'm already going to kick him out. Can't be seeing that much Van Rooyen. And Charlie, I'm not going to say that one. McElroy, Tom Kim, Harmon, Dietrich, Hubbard, Sam Stevens. Sure, that's fine. McElroy, Kim, McCarthy, Mitchell, Dietrich, Lee Hodges. Okay, we'll kick Dietrich. That one's not terrible, not something I care that much for. McElroy, Kim, Ryan, McCarthy, Hoge, Montgomery. Hot take, Montgomery's still broken. He just had a resurgence, but he still has a very bad golf swing, so no. McElroy, Tom Kim, Wyndham Clark, Keith Mitchell, Hoge, Grillo. Sure. Got no issue there. That's pretty good. McElroy, Kim, Spieth, McCarthy, Mitchell, and Nick Taylor. Sure. Why not, right? There'll always be a delay between you and I. Here we go. Here's a lineup I love. McElroy, Tom Kim, Clark, Mitchell, Hoge, Schmid. Schmid, by the way, to me, one of, I think that's kind of a diamond in the rough type of golfer. I like Schmid this week. He had a good BMW International, which was the DP World Tour last week. I think it was last week. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. Either way, he's already in Europe playing good golf. I kind of like Schmid. All right, Mr. Carnivore, those were your lineups. Moving on to the next one. We got Fleetwood and Homa. I'll pin that to the chat. Nathan Johnson, I hope you're ready. I hope you're caught up and you are live with me. Again, there is a 10-second delay between you and I. He wants Fleetwood and Homa. All right. Let me know you're ready. Say ready in the chat. After these lineups, we'll be doing another another roll call. Jeez. You know what I noticed? I didn't post this on the Twitter. We just forget to do that every once in a while. So let's do this. As I wait for Nathan Johnson to say hello. Oh yeah. I forget I can do this. Can't do it here. I gotta do it somewhere else. I know there's dead air, my bad. Should never have too much dead air, if any at all. I am posting this on Twitter really quick. Try to get more people to come in here. Totally Terminator vibes with that last one. Nate Danger Golf, you still taking op? Yeah, of course I am. I take optimizer requests for everyone. I'll just have to remember your I like to pin them to the chat, but gonna have to start a countdown for people who aren't here. Nate Danger, just throw it in the chat. But yeah, Nathan Johnson's not here currently, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw up the timer and start building lineups for him. Dead air can't exist with great music. You're right. That's why we have music. All right, Fleetwood, Hovland, Thompson, Homa, Mitchell, and Thomas Dietrich. That's pretty good. Did we timestamp this? We did. I'm gonna save this quick. Hurry up, get into here. Change this to 9:57. Sure, let's just do that. Easy enough. All right. Mitchell's gonna get the boot. And we get Fleetwood, Minwoo Lee. We like that. Harmon, Homa, McCarthy, Dietrich. What a sexy lineup that is. If I had the music playing, I would definitely be playing Berlin. Take my breath away. That, I like this one quite a bit. Harmon, by the way, not my favorite this week, but oh well. What a lineup this one is. Wow. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Homa, Siwoo, Ben Griffin, Eric Cole. Wow. That'd be a back-to-back. Should I attempt to do it just with the mouth organ? Do 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 do. Yeah, I know it's bad. We tried. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Homa, Dietrich, Van Rooyen, and Glover. Another great. Okay, is this the combo? Like this one isn't a McIlroy Fleetwood combo. This is a Fleetwood Homa combo, and we're getting all this McIlroy. Going to be deploying the Asian Sensation lineup. Okay, can't wait to see it. Fleetwood, Hovland, Thompson, Homa, Dietrich, Hoge, another good lineup. Minus Davis Thompson. I honestly, Davis Thompson in my ownership, my exposure, I'll be putting him to like 6% or less. I do not want to play Davis Thompson this week. Oh, hey, I looked up the Assassin's actual pronunciation. If you watch the DP World Tour guys talk about him, they call him Isatsune. But if you listen to the Tour Junkies, Pat Perry, is that his name? Pat something. He's like, when he does the interview with him, it's Hitsatsune. But it's like, if you say it really fast, it's Hitsatsune. So I'm just going to keep calling him Hisatsune. The Assassin. He's the Assassin. He's at the top of the 7K combo buckets, by the way. Again, be a member on SweetSpotDFS to see that. But this lineup here, it's that one's pretty sexy. I like this one. Homa, Dietrich, Van Rooyen, Hisatsune. Love it. And then you replace Hisatsune with Brennan Todd. That's fine too. Hisatsune. Hey man, I looked it up. I listened to him even say it to Pat Perry. Hisatsune. But if you say it fast, it's Hisatsune. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Homa, Dietrich, Van Rooyen, and Grillo. No issues there. Okay, we probably got to kick out Van Rooyen and Dietrich. Definitely Dietrich. This is another good lineup. I don't like putting price tags together though. So we're going to get rid of Dietrich and probably Van Rooyen. Or to be honest with you, build one or two more. Okay, Van Rooyen with that line is all right. I don't call him Morikawa. Haven't seen any Morikawa, but what do we got? One more lineup left, maybe two. I'll squeeze out another one. We get a good. This is a pretty good lineup. I don't like Harmon. But Fleetwood, Hovland, Harmon, Homa, Straka, Davis, and now I'm going to kick out Harmon and build one more. Yeah, the autocorrect got me. Oberg, Fleetwood, ooh. Sign me up for this lineup. Holy hell. By the way, Sam Stevens, technically a 7K golfer. Mackenzie Hughes, 6K golfer. I know for those that weren't there for the price conversion conversation, you wouldn't get it, but yeah, it works. I'm gonna have to make some of these green. Green means it's my second favorite. Red means it's my favorite, and black with red lettering means it's the best. And we haven't got to the best yet. Some of these are just greens. Yeah. I think the first one though we liked though. Oh no, we were just surprised seeing Rory and Tommy, that's all. Okay. So it was Nathan Johnson who was not here, which was unfortunate. But now we are on bgLittleNeck. bgLittleNeck. See you in chat. We'll get Morikawa and Bez up there. We just saw the first Morikawa lineup. Christian Bezadenhout. Alrighty. Go ahead, timestamp ya. Boom. You ready? Let's do this. 4 minutes. Oh, there's Nathan. You're welcome, man. Oh, sorry, stepped away, back now. Okay. Colin Morikawa, Minwoo Lee, Davis Thompson, Homa, Benny-Ann, and Dietrich. Dietrich's gonna get the boot. You know what I want to do? I want to bring back Dietrich, and I'm gonna take out Davis Thompson. That was your one Davis Thompson lineup. If you want Davis Thompson back, let me know. I can bring him back if you want him back. I don't want him back. This lineup is pretty sexy. McIlroy, Morikawa, Benny-Ann, Mitchell, Dietrich, and Phillips. I'm a big fan of Chandler Phillips. I don't know what happened to him at the John Deere. He came out hot and then simmered real fast. Not so much simmered in the good way. I guess he simmered out, which was not good. Morikawa, Tom Kim, Wyndham Clark, Benny-Ann, Mitchell, and Dietrich. Don't mind it. We're going to kick out Benny-Ann, though. And then we're probably going to kick out Dietrich. We're going to be honest. It's a lot of Benny-Ann, a lot of Dietrich. It's not good. Morikawa, Connors, Harmon, Homa, McCarthy, Royan. That's a pretty solid lineup. Like, if you wanted to be really different, this is your lineup. This is going to have the lowest ownership. Like, I shouldn't even say it that way. You're going to have high ownership with some of those guys, but what you're going to end up having is none of those guys combined. I feel like that's going to be the case. Who's playing those guys together? I don't know. Here's a great lineup. Morikawa, Minwoo, Harmon, Homa. I like this lineup minus Harmon. I really don't care for Harmon. Did I not put Bez in there? Uh-oh. We're going to have to redo your lineups. I put a no for Bez. Yeah, that happens sometimes. All right, let's restart it. We built some good lineups, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep those ones. We're going to restart this right now. Let's get your timestamp in there for 10:05. Let's just do, yeah, 10:05 is fine. Ooh, all over the place. Timer's up. Now we have Bez as a Y instead of a no. My bad. I'm going to keep these other guys at no's. Actually, I'll bring back Benny-Ann. I'll bring back Mitchell. I'll bring back Royan. And Hubbard. And Glover. Sure. We'll do all those guys. McIlroy, Morikawa, Homa, Bez, Cole, Glover. It's a hell of a lineup. I didn't think we'd put Morikawa with McIlroy, but here we are. Sorry about that with the Morikawa thing, or the Seabez thing. Morikawa, Hovland, Homa, Benny-Ann, Seabez. There you go. We have the Dietrich, the Benny-Anns in there. I'm going to kick out Benny-Ann first. He's one of the most disappointing golfers to roster in all of PGA DFS, so we're kicking him out. And I'm not going to save one with Charlie Hoffman, but there was a Charlie Hoffman lineup if you wanted to see one. Morikawa, Minwoo, Homa, Bez, Mitchell, and Dietrich. It's a solid lineup that's leaving a lot of money on the table, though. Technically, Homa's an 8K golfer, by the way. Sure. I will be kicking out Dietrich. Actually, no. Let's kick out the loser, Keith Mitchell. He is such a loser. I can't stand Keith Mitchell. Morikawa, Kim, Connors, Bez, Dietrich, Ben, Griffin. There we go. Little Ben Griffin action. Morikawa, Hovland, Homa, Bez, Dietrich, Hoge. Sure. That's fine. We're going to kick out Dietrich, though. Morikawa, Kim, Harmon, Bez, Hoge, and Cammy Boy Davis. Pretty good. I'm gonna kick out Harmon, though. I don't want to see Harmon. Morikawa, Hovland, Kim, Bez, Hoge, Nick Taylor. I'm not gonna save it, but it's not bad. I like the GIF, Mr. Carnivore. That's funny. No need to worry, I'm here. McElroy, Morikawa, Homa, Bez, Adam Ooh, 2 Canadians. Sure. Yay. Actually, I like that lineup a lot. It's a solid lineup. You bet Mitchell top 20. That's all. No DFS, 0 ups. I know, dude. He's such a bitch. Like, I can't. Oh, man. I got a story. And I forgot to do a roll call. Roll call 3 will happen right after this one. Morikawa, Tom Kim, Wyndham Clark, Bez, Hoge, and Fenroyan. We like it. We're kicking out Fenroyan. He wants Xander instead of Rory. How about this? I'm gonna lock out Rory. We get in this one Morikawa, Minwoo, Sahith. First Sahith signing. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Do we build a different lineup? Maybe, maybe not. We do not. I'll just lock in Xander and see where it goes from there. Xander, then Kawa, Homa, Bezzy, Hoge, Stu Sink. That's fine. I don't mind Stu Sink. Xander, Colin, Homa, Bez, Hubbard, and Sam Stevens. Ooh, that's a saucy lineup. That one, I think I'm gonna make red. I like it. Time's up. Can we roll call 3 be all names we want to call Killa Keith? Can we roll call 3 be all the names we want? Oh, sure, yeah. I'm gonna build one more lineup though. I want to see what spits out with another Xander lineup. Pretty much the same thing, but we get Velimaki. Pretty solid lineup actually, all things considering. So that lineup there, same 4 dudes. So if you had a core 4, but 2 different guys here, it's pretty good. Okay, roll call number 3. What nickname, if you could call Killa Keith anything, what would it be? Mine would be a little bitch. My nickname for Keith Mitchell is Little Bitch. And sorry for those that don't like cussing and swearing. That's all I'm gonna give you right now. Killa Keith's nickname, if you could give him a different one. I mean, he is Cashmere Keith. If you want to put Cashmere in there, go for it. If not, give me what else you'd like to call Keith Mitchell. Nickname, different nicknames for Keith Mitchell for 100. Alex Trebek. Bobby BS. What? Mitchell? Okay. Shots fired in chat already. Jeez. Cashmere for me. Okay. Nathan is okay with Cashmere Keith. ISCO Keith. Ooh, I like that one. Cash me outside the top 10. Okay, Byron. Okay, Byron. This is his way to flirt with all of us. Clean out your bank account, Mitchell. Love that one, Darrel. Queefing Keith. Jeez. Kaka Keith. That's pretty good. Can't hack it. Who wears his mama's bra? Whoa. Okay. Okay. Just got to make sure I'm not Keith the Nipple Mitchell. Oh boy. Just make sure I'm not on any of your guys' bad side. Jeez. All the name calling. Killer Keith for Lombardi. So Nathan and Lombardi, they are fans of Killer Keith. For the 20 people in chat, if you haven't liked the video, we're trying to get 7 more likes. If we can get 7 more likes, I will be giving out 5 free memberships randomly to random people. Also, I posted on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go and repost. Go and repost the video. See if we can get some more people in the chat. Get some more likes that way. And if not, don't worry. No big deal. I'm just trying to give away 5 memberships with a goal in mind. I'm not gonna Byron this one and ask for 50 likes to do a shoey. Blech. That was gross, dude. A fly? Did you swallow a fly? I don't know. I don't know about you sometimes. All right. Roll call 4 will happen in an hour from now. Hopefully. Keith Mitchell, by the way. 3M Open last year. He walks by and he literally, like, he has his visor on, right? And he does this like stupid caveman walk, like his, I would call it a pretentious caveman walk. Like he's just like with his arms like straight down, almost like Jason Duffner. And like he's always looking into the corner of his eyes, just like who's looking at me? And he always kind of has that grimace on his face, like he'll fight you. That guy's gotta be the softest dude I've ever seen. There's no way I'm scared. I would ever be scared of Keith Mitchell. He looks tough. Like his facial expression is like, don't mess with me. It's like, dude, I'll poke the bear. Got no issue with that. Can't even crack a smile. Like you're in contention. Can't even crack a smile. Nothing. Give me a break. I share the show with my friends. Love that, AJ. Thank you. I think they think I'm crazy. Well, you might be. You just might be. You're the pro if you don't like Harmon. Give me Rye. Okay. Did you put Harmon as one of your dudes? If you did, no big deal, man. We can go with Harmon. I just personally don't want to. Harmon's going to show up a lot in my optimizer because his sweet spot score is pretty high. Okay. Next guy. We're going from bgLittleNeck to Philip Hall. He wants Morikawa, JT, and Seabez. So we get another Seabez, which I like. So we get a guy from group 3, a guy from group 5, and group 7. We're going to timestamp this. Are you ready, Mr. Philip Hall? Timer's going on right meow. Can't crack the top 10 either. Sure. All right. 4 minutes are on the board. Let's go. When I go to make a sandwich, rye bread. Is that what we're talking about? Morikawa, JT, Harmon, Benny Ann, Seabez, and Dietrich. Not a bad lineup. I think we just kick out Benny Ann. I think he's gonna give you the worst outcome. D-Tree would probably be better. We get Morikawa, Connors, JT, Bez, Mitchell. There we go with Mitchell. So we're gonna kick Keith Mitchell out. Can you lock out Thompson and Homa? Okay, so no Homa, no Thompson. I don't even know if they're going to be selected, to be honest with you, just because of their price tags. Homa, where are you at, bud? Okay. And Harmon. So you want Harmon locked out. I'm going to lock him out right now, just in case. I think that's what you mean. And yeah, I like D-Tree to win. Okay, cool. Next lineup: Morikawa, Minwoo, JT, Bez, D-Tree, and Andrew Novak. I like that lineup. Leave me $800 on the table. That's pretty difficult. I might, if I see another one that's 800, I won't. Okay, we do not here. We get Colin Morikawa, Small Hands, Tom Kim, JT, Bez, D-Tree, and Ben Griffin. I like that lineup. Let's go ahead and kick out Griffin. Yeah, that's right. I don't know what I'm right about, but there we go. Morikawa, Kim, JT, Bez, EVR, and Glover. I like that one. Again, don't like leaving $700 on the table, but we'll see if the next one does that. It does not. We get Morikawa, Kim, Thomas, Bez, D-Tree, and Hadwin. Don't mind that one. It's pretty decent. We add Hubbard instead of Hadwin. That's fine. Don't mind that one. Mac Hughes. Okay. One more like this, and I'm probably kicking out D-Tree, if I'm being honest. Sam Stevens. So yeah, we're going to kick out D-Tree. That way we can get some more different lineups. And we get Xander, Morikawa, JT, Bez, Nick Taylor, Taylor Montgomery. It's got to be the most disgusting lineup I've ever seen. Morikawa, Kim, JT, Bez, Horschel, Eric Cole. Sure. Who's playing Horschel this week? McIlroy, Morikawa, JT, Bez, Nick Taylor, Luke List. No. No. Morikawa, Kim, JT, Sahith, Bezzy, and List. I'm not saving. I don't think I'm going to save a lineup with a List in it. This one's okay. Morikawa, Kim, Thomas, Bez, Hoge, Matt Wallace. We get our Euro guy there, but technically he's a PGA guy. Hisatsune. Morikawa, Connors, Thomas. Yeah, sign me up for this lineup. What a solid lineup. Dude, I just always will be a fan. Well, I shouldn't even say always. One thing I don't like about Hisatsune is his water drinking thing. That's so dumb. Whatever. Morikawa, JT, Wyndham Clark, Straka, Bezzy, and Hoge. It's fine. I'm going to build you one more. We get the Todd father. We get Morikawa, Kim, Thomas, Bez, Hoge, and Brennan Todd. I'm going to do one more. I don't want to see $700 left on the table. Morikawa, Connors, Thomas Theegala. Yeah, this one's a good one. Good one to end on right there for Mr. Philip Hall. Alrighty. Next one on the list is Joanne. Joanne, you in the chat? If you're in the chat, let me know when you're ready and I will start building lineups. She wants Fleetwood and Small Hands Tom Kim. I'm going to timestamp that one for Joanne. Drinking water in the cold for Hisatsune. Full fade. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because it's going to be cold out, he's drinking water. Maybe he has some fire water in there. Keep him warm. $19 likes. I need 6 more before I give out 5 free memberships. I'm gonna put the timer up. I'm gonna give Joanne 30 seconds to respond to me. So when it gets to 3:30, I'm gonna start it different. I'm gonna start it over, and I'm gonna start building lineups for her. Philip goes, yeah, I thought those might turn out a little better, but definitely got a few good ones. Thank you. You're welcome. I mean, like, I did like this one for sure. You know, Billy Horschel's not a guy that I care to play, but I don't know. There are things in Europe that I don't mind being like a reset for certain golfers. All right, Joanne is here. Perfect. And I also don't mind this whole combo right here. Like the fact Dietrich's with those dudes, or even EVR with Glover. Yeah, these were solid lineups. I like those. All right, Joanne says she's here. All right, Joanne. If you dislike a golfer that keeps showing up, I want you to tell me to kick, and whatever golfer it is. Tell me kick Davis Thompson, kick Harmon, kick Dietrich. Those are going to be names that are going to pop up. So here we go. Timer is on. Let's go. First lineup. With Fleetwood and Tom Kim, we get Rory McIlroy, Fleetwood, Kim, Dietrich, Chandler, Phillips, and Lucas List. Sure, I'll save that one with Luke List in it. Yeah, whatever. Fleetwood, Tom Kim, Brian Harmon, Denny McCarthy, Dietrich, and EVR. Don't mind that one at all. Already you're seeing a lot of Harmon, Dietrich, and now we get Davis Thompson in the mix, which you'll probably see a lot of. This one has Matt Wallace in it. Don't mind it. I see one more Davis Thompson one. I'm kicking him out. Joanne, you tell me to keep him. If you want Davis Thompson, you tell me to keep Thompson. I'll bring him back. This lineup, the hairy-ish. I do not mind that. Ooh, Alex Noren. First time Noren shown up. Fleetwood, Kim, Harmon, Noren, McCarthy, and Dietrich. That's fine. Sure, fine. Not a huge fan of putting price tags together, obviously. Super stupid. Wow. Stupid superstitious. And I didn't even say that one right. Whatever. It is what it is. Fleetwood, Kim, Harmon, Dietrich, and Glover. That's a solid lineup. I like that one. We'll highlight that one. That's a good one. Thompson's out. Fleetwood, Kim, Harmon, Straka, Dietrich, and Griffin. Sure. I don't mind it. Probably going to kick out Harmon pretty soon. Let me know if you want me to keep him. Oberg, Fleetwood, Kim, Dietrich, Hadwin, Eric Cole. That one's fine. Ooh, new subscriber, Brad McDonald. If you're in the chat, Brad, say hello. Appreciate you. Fleetwood, Kim, Thomas, McCarthy, Dietrich, and Tom Hoge. Okay. This lineup's really good. I like that lineup. A bit on the balance side, and that's fine. Got no issue with balance this week. Fleetwood, Kim, Harmon, Rye, Dietrich, Mark Hubbard. Sure, why not? Great lineup. Harmon's got to go. All right, we're kicking Harmon out. Oh, Willie Zalatoris. That is an interesting lineup right there. We get Mitchell, Dietrich, and the Zally Man. I'm going to bring back Zalatoris just to see if he'll get picked anywhere else. But yeah, we're kicking out Harmon. Ooh, we're at 21 likes. We need 4 more, and I'm giving out 5 free memberships. Oberg, Fleetwood, Kim, Mitchell, Dietrich, and Garnett. That's fine. By the way, if you want a membership, you have to enable gift giving. You gotta be subscribed and you gotta enable gift giving. Those are the two things you need in order to get a free membership. Fleetwood, Tom Kim, Justin Thomas, Joanne. This is a very good lineup. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is actually gonna get a black color. Remember, black to me is the best. That's really good. Oberg, Fleetwood, Kim, Dietrich, Hoge, Lauer. That one's okay. I don't mind that one. Got no issue playing Lauer. I got an issue playing Taylor Montgomery. That ain't never gonna happen. Oberg, Fleetwood, Kim, Spieth, Stevens, Nick Taylor. Not gonna happen. Time's up, but I'll build you at least one more good one. And this is the one. Oberg, Fleetwood, Kim, Dietrich, Stevens, Mackenzie Hughes. That's a pretty good lineup, Joanne. I like that one too. Leaving $600 on the table, so that should be very unique. Okay. Built those lineups for Joanne. Hopefully you got a good one in there. Let me go ahead and pin the next guy. Cody Gambill. Cody wants M. Connors and Tom Kim. Where are we at, Sungjae? Found him. Found him. Cody Gambill, let me know when you're ready. Just say ready and I will go. Let's go. All right. Well, let's first timestamp you. Start building those lineups. All right, first lineup with 3 that he put in there. We get Tom Kim, Connors, Sungjae, Davis Thompson, Benny Ann, Dietrich. You know I'm going to kick out Davis Thompson, first of all. You let me know if you want to keep him. Same goes with Benny Ann and Dietrich. You let me know if you want me to kick those guys because they will be kicked pretty darn soon. Tom Kim, Connors, M, Thigala, McCarthy, Dietrich. That one's fine. Thomas Dietrich. Do we kick it? Nah, we gotta kick out. Yeah, we kick out Dietrich. Strawberry Dreams. When you eat in a Reuben sandwich, rye. What are you doing right now, AJ? You trying to come up with little one-liners? Tom Kim, Connors, M, Thigala, Benny Ann, and Harris English. I like that one, but I'm gonna kick out Benny Ann now. Again, if you want me to keep them, just say keep. Whatever. McElroy, Tom Kim, Connors, Sungjae. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Nope. I'm not even say that lineup. I didn't like it. Kim, Connors, Im, Thigala, McCarthy, Finroyan. Don't mind that one. I'm actually gonna kick out Denny. I like Finroyan better than McCarthy at this course. Kim, Connors, Thomas, Sungjae, Siwoo, Matt, Wallace. Sure. That one actually is going to get a highlight. Because why not? That's what I do all day in my head. Just say sandwich, different sandwich names. Tom Kim, Corey Connors, Sungjae M, Aaron Rye. There we go. Our first Aaron Rye sighting. Siwoo Kim and EVR. Pretty good. I like that lineup a lot. Very, very balanced, very different. That one, a red one. Ludwig, Tom Kim, Corey Connors, Sungjae M, Eric Cole, and Sam Stevens. I like that lineup too. Morikawa, Kim, Connors, M, Griffin, Glover. Sure. Got no issue with that. I get the ghost screen. Kim, Connors, Harmon, M, Bezzy, and Adam Hadwin. Sure. No issues with that one. McElroy, Kim, Connors, M, Chandler, Phillips, and then Stuart Sink. Interesting. You know what? I don't mind that lineup at all. One thing I don't like that's currently happening is we're not seeing any of those Euro guys. Kim, Connors, Harmon, M, Bezzy, and Mark Hubbard. That's probably because their point totals aren't super great. Hisatsune with Taylor, M, Connors, M, Oberg. And there's 10 seconds left. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's do a consensus here. What, for the guys that have already looked things over, what 3 or 4, what 4 Euro guys, DP World Tour only guys, would you like to see show up more? And Cody, what I'm going to do is I'll build you like 1 or 2 more lineups, but personally, what I'm going to do, like Viktor Perez, I wouldn't mind seeing more Viktor Perez, so I can give him a little bit of a point boost. Like, he's only 3 points behind Rio, and I don't know why the optimizer really isn't picking up him that much, but like Tom McKibben, right? Everyone likes Tom McKibben. So we can give Tom McKibben just a little bit. Same with Jordan L. Smith. I like Jordan L. Smith. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him a 100-point boost. And that will boost him up to 890. So he's going to be up there with Ben Griffin and Matt Wallace. There's our boy McKibben right here. Let's give him a bit of a bonus. We're going to give him like a 200-point bonus. You want Wiesberger up there? Okay, so Wiesberger is really bad. I'm just kind of giving them like fair point values that are very similar to the golfers that are around them. Matthew Pavon. Yep. He's okay, so he's up there. I don't think I need to give him a bonus. He's also in group 4, which is where Tom Kim is. So you're never going to see a Tom Kim Pavon lineup. They're playing together. Who else do I want to see? Kind of have a good feeling about like a Connor Syme. I know there's a Kita Nakajima guy in the chat. Just give him like a 100-point bonus. Ryan Fox. McKibben sounds like a hamburger. Well, he is. Ryan Fox was 7,500? 7,100. Yeah, we can give him a 100-point bonus. Sure, why not? Ferguson and Soderberg. So I actually won't play Soderberg, Darrel, and I'll give you a reason why. So, like, yeah, the buckets, they do their own thing, and you should never disrespect a 6K golfer. Sebastian Soderberg lost a tournament being up like 6 strokes or something like that, and he lost with a double bogey on the last hole. I won't play Soderberg until I see him finishing a better round of golf. It just, and if it's this week that he turns it all around, good for him. But normally in those situations, I mean, come on. I will give all the credit to the LPGA and the DP LPGA, but what's her name? Something Lynn? She was 8 strokes back. And Soderberg, who had a big cushion, I don't remember what his lead is, he lost to her. One, you lost a tournament by having a large lead, and 2, you lost to a woman. Now, hey, I don't remember where they're playing from. I'm sure the tee boxes were different for both. It can happen. But as, you know, if you think he's a typical dude, a typical male, he's probably feeling even worse, quite frankly, to lose the way he did. So I'm not touching Soderberg. Another live guy in Rory Cantor. Soderberg will be the highest owned player in 6K range. Good. This is called Psychology 101. I just don't see Soderberg turning it around. He could be one of the most open-minded and carefree dudes, and maybe that'll actually help him out. Like, I got that obviously could happen. Literally could happen. And maybe he doesn't care that he got beat the way he did. But 99% of dudes are going to care. They're not going to like it. You know what? I'm actually going to do one different thing. We're going to go minus 100 to Taylor Montgomery. I don't want to see Taylor Montgomery ever again on here. Matty Schmidt I'd like to see more of, but he's actually pretty accurately priced there. RIP to Soderberg. Yeah, dude. Definitely. Cantor won 3 starts ago on WT, on the DP World Tour. Rory Cantor. Do we like Rory Cantor? I'm kind of just looking for guys that you all put in there together, and I really haven't seen it. And I'm not going to just bump everybody up. I was looking for like a consensus. I just want to see more Richie Ramsey, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to go to my way to play Francesco. I'll do that tomorrow night. Again, I'm going to be going live with the lineup stream tomorrow, where I'm building my own lineups. And I'm mostly going to be paying attention to what I'm doing. I will chat, but it's going to be primarily for me building my lineups. Thorbjorn Olesen might be sneaky. Okay. What about Alex Fitzpatrick? Yeah, that's all right. Cody Gambill, have yourself a good night. I was going to build you one more lineup, and here you go. Tom Kim, Connors, JT, Sungjae, Mitchell, and Wiesberger. That one is a Byron special. Let's see, one more. There we go. Yeah, Jordan L. Smith to go with Straka, Sungjae Imp. Yeah, I like that lineup a lot. Pretty solid. Pretty good. Okay. Thorbjorn, you say? So where do we have Thorbjorn as a price tag? I saw him earlier. I kind of scrolled by him. Thorbjorn. There he is. 742. Sure. Let's give him a 100-point boost, which will definitely give him more of an opportunity than the guys around him. Okay. Let's move on to the next guy. Cody's leaving, but we did build his lineups, and now we're going to move to Lombardi Lee. Rikiyu Hoshino? I don't know, man. Nah, I'm probably not going to. What's going on, Ryan? All right. Lombardi Lee, Pavon, and Denny. So just out of the blue, going with the low price dudes. I think Lombardi does this every week. Lombardi, how is it going when you build lineups this way? Do you use any of these lineups? Machu Pavon, where you at, man? Where you at? Okay. Probably gonna have to do some manual work on this. We'll timestamp you, Mr. Lombardi Lee, and let me know. Okay, there you are. He's ready. Timer's on the board. Run optimizer. We get McElroy, Clark, Thompson, Benny Ann, McCarthy, and Pavon. We're actually gonna kick out Thompson. Again, rules apply to you. You let me know. Do you want me to keep players or kick them? And tell me, kick with the player name or keep with the player name. Morikawa, Fleetwood, not Morikawa, McElroy, Fleetwood, Benny Ann, McCarthy, Pavon, and Mackenzie Hughes. Sign me up. That's actually a solid lineup. Me likey. I'm sending you a message in Twitter. You can run my last. Okay. McElroy, Fleetwood, Benny Ann, McCarthy, Pavon, and there's our boy Thorbjorn that we just boosted up. It's a pretty solid lineup, actually. I can kick out Benny Ann if I see him one more time. If I see you one more time, you're out of here. McElroy, Harmon, Clark, McCarthy, Pavon, Jordan L. Smith. I don't mind it. We're going to kick out Harmon, though. And I'm going to go and highlight this lineup. Actually, both of them? Both of them? No, I don't really care for the Harmon one. Not my cup of tea. I could honestly see only one US player in the optimal this week, maybe two. I think there are going to be 4. Kick Benny Ann. Okay. And I'm okay. I don't care to save Hoffman. Barry, I say that because the last 2 years, it's the top 20's been pretty saturated with American golfers. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm thinking of PGA Tour players, not Americans, but that's still, I'm okay with. Yeah, I think there's still going to be a good, it might be 50-50, honestly. Shoffley, Oberg, McCarthy, Dietrich, Pavon, Nick Taylor. No, thank you. The Nick Taylor. McElroy, Connors, Thigala, McCarthy, Pavon, and Jordan L. Smith. Yeah, I like that lineup a lot. I like it a lot. We need to kick someone out, so I will kick out probably Thigala. McElroy, Oberg, McCarthy, Dietrich, Pavon, Todd. Wow, what a lineup. That's crazy. Crazy talk. McElroy, Connors, Rye, McCarthy, Pavon, and Adam Hadwin. Yeah, that's a lot of Adam Hadwin so far. By the way, 4 more likes until I give away 5 new subscribers. So I don't know if you're new in the chat. If you are, hit the like button. McElroy, Connors, Rye, McCarthy, Pavon, and Mark Hubbard. Sign me up for that one. That's a good lineup. McElroy, Oberg, McCarthy, Dietrich, Pavon, and Grillo. Sure. Got no issues with that one. McElroy, Oberg, McCarthy, Dietrich, Pavon, Lee Hodges. I'm not a big Lee Hodges fan. McElroy, Thomas, Rye, McCarthy, Pavon, and Glover. Sure. It's different. Yeah. This song is called Paranormal. So there you go. X-Files. All right, Lombardi, those were your lineups. Built you like 19 of them, I think. Maybe, nope, 9. But some solid ones. All right. Going on to Gabe. Did we build you more than 8? That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. Matthew Pavon right there. So we built you 9. We built you 9 lineups. All had Rory in them, and you didn't even select Rory. Lombardi, you are welcome. All right, so Rory and Tom Kim. I told you did Rory and Tom Kim, so you want actually you selected Rory and Fleetwood, I believe, right? Rory and Fleetwood. Yeah, we can do yours next, I suppose. That's fine. Nate Danger, are you still in chat? Because you never gave me a lineup. You just said the Asian Sensation lineup, and I don't know which one that is. Gabe is here for once. Yo, yo, yo. All right. McElroy, despite what it says as the pin message, he wants Rory McIlroy and Tommy Fleetwood, which I think is going to provide us some really good lineups. All right. Gabe is here. He is ready. I'm hitting the timer. Did we timestamp it? We didn't, but it's being timestamped right now. Here we go. We get McElroy, Fleetwood, Davis Thompson, who we're going to kick right away. I'm not saving this one. I just gross. Hey, if you want me to keep Davis Thompson, just let me know. Just say keep Thompson. Next lineup. McElroy, Fleetwood, Benny Ann, McCarthy, Dietrich, Olesen. There we go. Don't mind that lineup. McElroy, Fleetwood, Max Homa, Siwoo Kim, Ben Griffin, Eric Cole. Sure. Been thinking about Barry. The more these names show up, the less I feel. I feel you might have a point there with the American golfers. McElroy, Fleetwood, Minwoo. What a lineup. I like it. I don't like. We'll save it. It's fine. One duplicate already? Who? Huh? What? Where? Who? Huh? McElroy, Fleetwood, Homa? Interesting. Go ahead and save this one up here. I didn't know we had a dupe in there. You like that one? McElroy, Fleetwood, Homa, Dietrich, Hadwin, Eric Cole. Sure. Don't mind that one. McElroy, Fleetwood, Benny Ann, Denny McCarthy, Dietrich, and Connor Syme. Okay. I think you were the one that said you like Syme, right? You know what I'm going to do? So much Benny Ann. I don't mind it. If you want that lineup, I just, save it. But I'm going to bring back Connor. I want to see a Connor in a different lineup. I don't want those chalk guys. McElroy, Fleetwood, Homa, McCarthy, Dietrich, and Justin Lauer. That one's fine. Not a big deal. Matty Schmid. There we go. I like seeing this. I like this lineup a lot, actually. McElroy, Fleetwood, Homa, Dietrich, Van Rooyen, and Hisatsune. I like it. Anytime the assassin's on the lineup, I'm gonna paint it red. McElroy, Fleetwood, Homa, McCarthy, Dietrich, KH Lee. Probably not gonna do KH Lee this week. Don't know where the hell that guy's been, but it hasn't been on the golf course. It hasn't been playing good golf on the golf course. He wants me to kick EVR, and this lineup I like a lot with EVR in it, and that's fine. These are your lineups, sir. EVR is getting the boot. The boot. All right, two guys that we just boosted, Wiesberger and Jordan L. Smith, to go with McElroy, Fleetwood, and Thomas, and then Cammy Boy Davis. Another duplicate? That's crazy. Crazy. McElroy, Fleetwood, Mitchell, Dietrich, Hoge, and Brendan Todd. Grillo gets replaced. That one's fine. Or Grillo replaces. McElroy, Fleetwood, Harmon, English, Griffin, and Cam Davis. And I'll get you one more. McElroy, Fleetwood, McCarthy, Mitchell, Dietrich, and Hodges. Not the greatest, but it is what it is. 'Tis what it is. Oh. Go figure that I highlight a Hisatsune lineup red, and we already have one. Alrighty. Those were your lineups, sir. Man. Feels like I'm not really getting through a lot of lineups. I don't know if that's because I'm slowing down or... Rory, Fleet, and Homa. Not terrible. All right, so next one on the list is Mr. Barry R. Barry, are you here? If you are, let me know. Let me know you're ready. You're ready to go. Xander, Hovland, Minwoo. I like this combo, by the way. This combo is pretty dangerous. We're getting a lot of those 6K golfers. I'm ready, he says. Eric Cole has been playing well lately. He shot +9. I don't even remember that. I really would have liked to see that Assassinate lineup without EVR, but oh well. Well, Gabe, if you stick around to the end, I can always build one more. Or a couple more. Okay. Barry says he's ready. Let's go. We're timestamping this. Gonna go ahead and put a new timer on. And let's go. Doing a little stars and scrubs action with Barry R. We get Schauffele, Hovland, Minwoo, Wiesberger, Jordan L. Smith, and Cam Davis. Okay. Wiesberger and Smith now are like buddies, apparently. Schauffele, Hovland, Minwoo, Benny Ann, Cam Davis, Bryce Garnett. I just don't want to see that much Bryce Garnett. Don't care. It's too much. Same with Hoffman. Don't care. Do not want Charlie Hoffman on my team. Lauer's not terrible. This is actually a interesting lineup. You get Max Homa to go with the other three guys, and then we just bring in Nick Taylor and Justin Lauer. That's fine. Jeez. Schauffele, Hovland, Minwoo, Smith, Davis, and Novak. Sure. Got no issue with that lineup. Shoffley, Hovland, Minwoo, Keith Mitchell, Smith, and Stuart Sink. Sure. I'm going to save one Stuart Sink one. That's fine. Not a huge fan of Keith Mitchell, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Good lineup again, but Benny Ann is in there. So, Barry, right away. The three dudes that show up a lot, and I imagine Dietrich will show up here soon. But you got Benny Ann, you got Dietrich, and I mean EVR. So out of these ones, which golfers do you not want? We got Benny Ann, Dietrich, Mitchell, and EVR. Those four guys. Do you want any of those guys? Do you want me to kick Keith Mitchell lineups? Yeah. Okay. He's out. Interesting lineup right here. Don't mind it per se, but also I hate price tags together. I will always hate price tags together. Xander, Hovland, Minwoo, Benny Ann, Eric Cole. There you go. And the Viking. It's an okay lineup. Lots of Benny Ann, and there's Alex Fitzpatrick. I think was it Gabe that was asking that one? How about Alex Fitzpatrick? Someone brought up Alex Fitzpatrick. Who was it? I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. This one's fine. I don't want that much Benny Ann though. Like when I build lineups tomorrow night, you're gonna see he's not gonna be. Got a chuckle from Darbo. Yep. It's a great name. Xander, Hovland, Minwoo, Ryan Fox, Hubbard, and Cagely. Probably not going to do a Cagely, honestly. Xander, Hovland, Minwoo, Fox, Hubbard, and Richie Ramsey. Hell yeah. Sign me up for that lineup. We were talking about like how we anticipate seeing some Euro guys up there, some DP World Tour guys. There we go. Richie. Ooh, and now I get a little Connor Syme action, but I don't care for Nick Taylor. Ugh. Sure. I'll just save it just because. Ryan Fox, the Gim Reaper, and Brennan Todd. It's different. Hoge, Satsune, and Andrew Putnam, who I think is broken. I'll go ahead and save him. Like, you really haven't heard anything about Hoge or Putnam at all this year. There's something going on. Has to be. Doug Gim, Emiliano Grillo. Yeah, I don't want that much Gim with another like $6,100 guy. Okay, I'm kicking out Gim, and I'll build you two more good ones. Shoffley, Hovland, Minwoo, Fox, Hodges. No. Nico Echeverria. Oh, dude. Okay, one last one. Ooh, there we go. We get a little spice. We get a little Tristan Lawrence action. Okay, that's cool. Glad to have done one more. All right, these guys are all getting the boot, and we're moving on. Moving on to Darrel Mooney. Mooney, are you in the chat? Let me know. Say you are ready, and we will fire when ready. He wants Rory, Fleetwood, and Rye. So we're getting very specific. Rory, not Tommy, not Elitewood, and Aaron Rye. You are welcome. Keith Mitchell is a front runner for the best nickname. Yeah, I like it. Yo, okay, cool. We got the names locked in. Let's do the timestamp and put up a new timer. Let's go. First lineup: McIlroy, Fleetwood, Rye, and Hadwin list. Okay. The typical question is Benny Ann. Jesus Christ, what is it? Benny Ann, Keith Mitchell, Dietrich, and EVR. Those 4 guys. Do you want me to kick any of them? Let me know. Mitchell, Fleetwood, Rye, Benny Ann, Sam Stevens, and Torbjorn Olesen. There we go. Sure. God, that's so much Benny Ann. You know he's just going to be a heartbreaker. You know he is. Tommy Natalie Wood is a front runner. That one I can't take credit for. That one is a 3 years ago during the US Open. I'm pretty sure that's what Tim Anderkust said about Tommy Fleetwood. So whenever he came back and finished second, I think that was Shinnecock, so maybe it was 4 years ago. McElroy, Fleetwood, Aaron Rye, Ryan Fox, Adwin, and Hisatsune. There we go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Ooh, yeah. Kick and Air and Mitchell. I think that's a misspell. Kick Ann. Oh, Kick Ann. Air and Mitchell. So Mitchell's getting the kick. Are you talking? Oh, EVR. I hope you're not gonna kick Rye. Rye is the guy that you put in there. That you locked in. Locked him in. Siwoo Griffin Lauer. No. Too much Lauer so far. Hoge Griffin Grillo. That's fine. Don't mind that one. Ooh, Ryan Fox, Wiesberger, and Douglas Gim. Douglas. McElroy, Fleetwood, Rye, Hoge, Wallace, and Brendan Todd. Yeah, that's a good lineup. I just don't want to save that many Brendan Todd lineups. Okay. Little different action here. Masahiro Kawamura. Yeah. Mura? Not bad. Do you want Dietrich that much? Or I guess he hasn't really shown up that much, but I think he will be. Here we go. A little Kita Nakajima going with Viktor Perez. These 3 DP guys. Although Ryan Fox is on the PGA Tour. Not bad. Oh, I like this. Matty Schmid, one of my favorite plays this week. Hoge Griffin Glover seems pretty safe. Very American. Dietrich Cole Stevens, sure, why not? I've seen these Canadians together already. Okay, I'm probably gonna kick Dietrich out here. Ooh, Taylor Moore going with these guys. That's fine. I'm going to kick out Dietrich. It's a good lineup, though. McElroy, Fleetwood, Rye, Dietrich, Smith, and Moore. Vic Perez with Ryan Fox. Sign me the hell up. What a lineup. With Mark Hubbard. Time's up. Okay. Sure. I'll save that one, too. I get my boy Connor Simon there. I'll just keep that guy out of there. All right, Darrel, those were your lineups. Hopefully you got a good one there. AJ Love, you in the chat? Let me know when you're ready. Let me know. He wants M and Xander. Xander is M. You see what I did there? Did you see it? Did you get it? Where are you? Where are you? There we go. And I'm so sorry. Cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight. AJ's like, go now. J Love, there we go. Time stamping them. Timer is up. We are running. Xander, Sungjae, Davey Boy Thompson, Benny Ann, Dietrich. Okay, look at that. Your 3 high optimizer owned golfers. We'll save the one. I think that's just gonna be one of those conversation pieces that I'm just gonna be like, do you want those top guys in your lineup? Shoffley, Harmon, in Benny Ann, McCarthy, and Luke List, not happening. Torbjorn Olsen, though, sure. Okay, Xander, JT, Sungjae, Benny Ann, McCarthy, and Olsen. Yeah, sure. Benny Ann, you're getting the boot. Get the hell out of here. You have been timestamped. You know you've been timestamped, sir. Shoffley, M, Homa, McCarthy, Dietrich, and Hoge. Wow, Dietrich. So much Dietrich. I don't mind Dietrich, honestly, but the optimizer right now has picked him 43% of the time. That's nuts. I like this lineup. Shoffley, Minwoo, M, McCarthy, Hoge, and Mac Hughes. Hell yeah, dude. Sign me up. I really like Minwoo this week. Shoffley, Connors, M, Homa, Fenroyan, and Novak. Sure. I don't want to call this the alphabet lineup. I mean, like, how many Y's, V's, and X's will you ever see in one lineup? I need Zalatoris in here to have my XYZ lineup. I only say the Y part because we got Van Rooyen in there, but holy crap. Holy crap. Shoffley, Oberg, M, Homa, Nick Taylor, and he ruins the lineup, but I like it nonetheless. Or I like it otherwise. Okay. Shoffley, Matayama, M, Homa, EVR, and Chandler Phillips. Yeah, sign me up. I like that lineup. It's a lot of red. I don't know if I really like all those lineups all that much. I'll do like that one. Not a huge fan of Hadwin, but I like that one. And I like, okay, actually those were red. Cool. I'm waiting to see Rye, and I'm hoping. He's the guy you didn't want to lock in, but you hope he gets picked. Shoffley, M, Homa, McCarthy, Hoge, Van Rooyen. Okay. We're gonna kick out Van Rooyen. Shoffley, M, Homa, Kim, Mitchell, or Bitchell, and Ryan Fox. Like it, minus the bitch. Kevin the Bitch Mitchell. Evan the Bitchell. There we go. We get a McKibben. We get Tom McKibben, Xander Shoffley, Sungjae, Max Homa, McCarthy, Hoge, and McKibben. Like it. I don't like leaving that much money on the table to get McKibben, though. Seriously. All right. So I'm going to bring that back. Change this back to 49.6. And actually, I'm going to force McKibben down the optimizer's throat. Time's up, but I'm going to build you like 2 more good ones. Ooh, we get 2 Toms. Two Toms are, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to kick out Hoge. Xander, Connors, M, Homa, McKibben, Glover. You Glover lover. I'm going to kick that one out. There we go. Perfect. God, I hate Brian Harmon. All right, whatever. Good enough, AJ Love. Good enough. Keith Bitchell is the winner. You got to be McKibben me. I got McKibben in there for you. Okay, so what could I have done without Harmon? 8,600 JT. Yeah, I would have done that. I also don't mind M or Rye over Harmon. Oh, I can't stand Harmon. Can't wait for him to give up his trophy. I wouldn't, I will say it. What a fluke win for the Open champion. Seriously, what a fluke win. A little hobbit. It's so stupid. That guy is whatever. I jumped the gun, Josh. I'm sorry. It's actually going to be Bobby BS. Bobby B's, are you here, sir? Let me know. He wants Rory, Cammy Boy Davis, and Fleetwood. I like it. Oh, I did the no thing. Weird not to see Martin Laird in the field since he's Scottish. Feels like he hasn't played the tourney in a while. Probably just isn't that good. Good enough. Check out Guido as our Euro guy. He is a popper. Yeah, he's also playing with someone. Who is it? Lineup 6 or group 6, which is with Minwoo and Corey Connors. Okay, so those guys haven't really been showing up that much. I was gonna say if they show up a lot, you're not gonna get any Guido. But yeah, Guido's fine. I'm not gonna go on my way to play him, I don't think. Only a few with Davis. Okay, so Rory and Fleetwood. We've done a lot of Rory Fleetwood lineups already. But yeah, we can build some. All right. He says he's ready. We need to timestamp this. And here we go. Josh Allen, you are on deck, sir. Hopefully you're here and ready. Fleetwood, McIlroy, Harmon, Dietrich, Cam Davis, Lucas Glover. And again, who do you, okay, do you want Thompson in your life? Davis Thompson. Do you want Benny Ann, Thomas Dietrich, EVR, Keith Mitchell? Those guys. Let me know who we can kick, because they're going to show up a lot. Same with Harmon. If you don't want Harmon, we can kick him out. Okay, so we get 2 Canadians here with Cam Davis and Ben Griffin. Okay. Different. Okay. Fleetwood, Harmon, Dietrich, Davis, Sam Stevens. I'm already gonna kick out Harmon, dude. I can't stand it. My blood boils whenever I see that guy's name. I don't know why, it just does. Jordo. Wow. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Jordo, Benny Ann, the Assassin, and Cam Davis. Sure. What a crazy lineup that is. And I'm also going to kick out Benny Ann. That's too much of him. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Spieth, Dietrich, Hubbard, and Cam Davis. Sure. When I get to the 2-minute mark, I'll cut out Cam Davis. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Spieth, Siwoo, and Eric Cole. Sure. Got no issue with that lineup. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Spieth, Dietrich, English. Okay. Hey, I don't mind that lineup either. Keith Mitchell, the bitch, and Bern Wiesberger. That's fine. Minus Keith the bitch. Keith Bitchell. Ooh, Decky, but then Bryce Garnett. One more. And then Cam Davis is out. Yeah, it's whatever. All right, Cam Davis is out. Here we go with just McIlroy and Fleetwood. Ooh, Davis Thompson, go figure. Sure. Sure. Why not? Davis Thompson is going to get the boot. I'm not dealing with that. No. One lineup is good enough. Okay. McIlroy, Fleetwood, Homa, McCarthy, Van Rooyen, and Mackenzie Hughes. That was a duplicate. We've already built that lineup because we've already built Rory Fleetwood lineups. I'm gonna kick out Van Rooyen. Don't care for that one. Don't care for that one. And I'm sure I've already saved these lineups. They look very familiar. Like, I'm sure this is going to be a duplicate. Sure is. I'm going to kick out D-Tree. You already have a ton of D-Tree lineups with McElroy and Fleetwood. Just Fleetwood, no Rory. Okay. Brennan Todd. I just want to see one more. There we go. I like that one. All right, no Rory, just Fleetwood. Oberg, Fleetwood, Minwoo, McCarthy, Hoge, Taylor. Don't care for it. This one seems okay. Minus, yeah, that one's fine. Oberg, Fleetwood, Minwoo, Hoge, Fox, and Novak. I don't want, like, anytime McKibben's playing, it seems like Hoagie's got to be in the lineup also, and I don't want that, but this is a great lineup. Oberg, Fleetwood, Homa, McCarthy, Hoge, McKibben, and I'm also going to kick out McCarthy. He's sneaky becoming high owned. I'll get you two more good ones. Straka, Fox, and McKibben. Sure. There's Zalatoris to go with. Okay, hey, I don't think Zalatoris is gonna. I think his back is just that screwed up where I think it's just gonna be difficult for him to play. I'm gonna make this one orange to be like caution, but that one has a lot of upside. That lineup right there. Fleetwood, Hovland, Thomas, Homa, McKibben, and Zalatoris. Yeah, that one has a lot of upside. All right, Josh Allen. Let me know if you're in the chat and if you are ready. We want Harmon and Benny Ann. I'm also way past roll call 4. So for those that are in the chat, just put in optimal, the word optimal. That will be roll call number 4. There's your Scrabble winner. I love it. Yeah, there's my Z's that I need. I get my G's, my Z's, my easy E's. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to come up with something. Ryan, hardly a man, will not be optimal. True. It's very true. All right, so we got Bobby, BG, Gabe, Nathan. It's also a good barometer to see how many people are still with me live versus whose progress bar might be a little bit behind. This is most likely the last roll call of the night. All right, so Harmon and Benny Ann. So now I can't even say I don't want Harmon or Benny Ann because they're going to be in these lineups. And I don't think Mr. Joshua Allen is here. Almond bread, what's going on, man? It's been a hot minute since you've been in the chat. Sup? What's up, man? All right, I'll give Josh 30 seconds before I start building lineups for him. If he's not in the chat, then so be it. 21 likes, 14 viewers. If you have not yet liked the video, remember, if I get 4 more likes, I will be giving away 5 free memberships. Just a reminder. "30 seconds are up." Okay. I will be building Josh's lineups and taking control for him. Busy game planning for the Chiefs. Do you think it's that Josh Allen? That'd be so cool. Probably isn't, though, being honest. All right, we have him timestamped. Timer is up. Rory, Harmon, Benny Ann, Dietrich, and Glover. That's fine. Probably gonna have to kick out Dietrich, though. Tom Kim, Minwoo, Harmon, Thompson, Benny Ann, and Dietrich. Dietrich's already gonna get the boot. I don't have to boot him out at all. Love that. Oof. Optimizer's doing the work for me. Rory, Harmon, Wyndham Clark, Benny Ann, McCarthy, and Eric Cole. Probably kicking out Denny McCarthy. It's a lot of McCarthy. Xander Schauffele, Brian Harmon, Davis Thompson, Benny Ann, Eric Van Rooyen, and Ryan Fox. Sure, that one sounds pretty good too. And then Van Rooyen gets the boot. I don't even have to do it myself. Ooh, I'm bringing back McKibben, and I'm kicking out Davis Thompson. McElroy, Thomas, Harmon, Benny Ann, Griffin, and Adam Hadwin. I will not be saving that. There's a lot of Ben Griffin and Adam Hadwin lineups already saved. I think I'm going to play this one. Ben Griffin. I wanted to call him Benny Griffin. That don't work. But we get Morikawa, Minwoo Lee, Harmon, Homa, Benny Ann, and Griffin. Sure. You know what? That's fine. That one's fine. McElroy, Harmon, Clark, Benny Ann, Mitchell, and Hubbard. Why not? Oh, Jordanelle Smith has to be paired up with Keith Mitchell. That stinks. We're going to kick out Keith Mitchell, though. Or Keith Mitchell, sorry. Morikawa, Minwoo, Harmon, Benny Ann, Mitchell, and Smith. That's a good lineup minus Mitchell. Torbjorn with Luke List. Bummer. But McElroy and Morikawa, that's unique. It's pretty good. Ugh, Luke List. Gross. Oberg, Minwoo, Harmon, Homa, Benny Ann, and Sam Stevens. Don't mind that one. First Matt Fitzpatrick sighting. Oberg, Fitzpatrick, Harmon, Homa, Benny Ann, and Wiesberger. Not bad. Ooh, 23 likes. We need 2 more before I give away 5 free memberships. Just 2 more. Rory McIlroy, Ludwig, Brian Harmon, Benny Ann, Chandler Phillips, and then finally we get the boot to Luke List. Oberg, Hovland, Harmon, Home. That's a lot of H's. It's 4 H's. If I had my soundboard with me, Triple H music would be going off right now. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like that lineup a lot. Oberg, Thomas Harmon, Benny Ann, Siwoo Kim, and Tom McKibben. Sure. Seems like a good lineup too. There's our boy Zalatoris. Hovland, Minwoo, Harmon, Homa, Benny. More H's. Almost the ho lineup. We needed Billy Ho in there. Morikawa, Hovland, Harmon, Homa, Benny Ann, Mac Hughes. Sure. Ludwig, Minwoo, Harmon, Homa, Benny Ann, and Novak. Sure. These are some good lineups and time's up. Okay. Matthew Pavon. That's another good lineup. Okay, cool. These lineups were pretty solid. Pretty good. Alrighty. We don't have many more lineups to go. Who do I see next? We get back 9 bets, but I also have Twitter notification from I'm going to go ahead unpin the message, and we can go ahead and do Ryan Henson's lineups since he didn't bother to leave in the chat. You're fading Matty Fitzpatty. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. Alrighty. So he wants Rye, Bez, and Bobby Mack. Robert the Bruce. Was he way up at the top? There he was. Yeah. Group 1. Playing with McElroy. Alright. Timer's going up. These are for Ryan Henson. Here we go. What's your play this week, Almond Bread? Or who's your top price guy and who's your top low price guy? Ooh, Matsuyama, Fitzpatty, Rye, McIntyre, Benny Ann, and Bezainhout. It's a lot of it's a weird lineup construction there. I'm gonna have to kick someone out. I'm gonna kick out Benny Ann. Actually, let's kick out Fitzpatty. Nathan Johnson, good luck to you, sir. Have a good night. I forgot to mention, I actually can do one more emoji. I can build another emoji. I'll have to do it. I'll have to get you guys' consensus next week, I think, before I build a new one. Morikawa, Kim, Rye, McIntyre, Bezainhout, and Lucas Glover. That one's fine. Yeah, but like a new emoji, it could be anything. Obviously, you see the bucket, you see the crosshair, and then I've got some words that we can use. If you guys can think of a new one, I certainly would do it. Morikawa, Kim, Rye, McIntyre, Bezainhout, and Ben Griffin. That one's fine. The emoji would have to be channel related. Like, I know there's obviously clowns that you guys like. Did we get to 25 likes? Let's see, Tom Kim, Matsuyama, Rye, McIntyre, Bezzy, Thomas Dietrich. That one's fine. I'm going to go ahead and kick out Thomas Dietrich. Morikawa, Kim, Rye, McIntyre, Bezzy, and Adam Hadwin. And friggin' Sungjae, kill me now. Oh boy, Keith Mitchell. Tom Kim, Matsuyama, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, and Mitchell. Sure, that's gross. Not a huge Mitchell fan. Xander, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, Siwoo, and McKibben. There we go. Actually, I like that lineup a lot. Finally. Pretty decent lineup with what Ryan gave us. I'm only seeing 24 likes there, Gabe. We're close. I only see 24 though. Xander, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, Siwoo, and McKibben. Didn't we just say this one? Oh, I see. Let's try and kick out McIntyre. So I need to kick someone out, and I'm gonna kick out Siwoo Kim. I don't mind Siwoo. Tom Kim, Matsuyama, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, and Billy Horschel. There's the third leg to the ho ho ho, but not in this lineup. Oberg, Kim, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, and Sam Stevens. That one's fine. Kim, Matsuyama, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, and Adam Scott. First Adam Scott sighting. Wow. You have to highlight that one. Time's up. Okay. Byron, are you in the chat, sir? Ooh, we get a reel with our last lineup. Oberg, Kim, Rye, McIntyre, Bez, and the Assassin. There we go. Mr. Lindeque, Byron, paging Byron. This is most likely the last lineup of the night, unless I get one more person coming in here asking for it. We're going to go ahead and pin this to the chat. I'm here, but I'm like 20 seconds behind. No worries. You're literally going to be the last dude build lineups for, I think. Gabe, if you're still here, I can still build you one that you wanted. Okay. Alrighty then. So, Mr. Lindeque has a request. And we're going to do the same thing we did last week, where we're going to use our AM/PM conditionals. And go to the golfers that he wants. So he wants some mixture of Viktor, Hoge, Xander, and Homa. So we changed those to PMs. What is the combination you want to see? Do you want at least 3 of these guys in a lineup? At least 2? Do you want a max of 3? Do you want a max of... Actually, put it that way. Do you want a minimum of 2? A minimum of 3? Do you want a maximum of 4 or a maximum of 3? What are you feeling? We could go 2 and 4. We could go with a minimum of 2 and a max of 4 and just see if they put all 4 together. Do something like that. So we'll make the AMs. We can put AMs at 5. PMs, do you want 2 and 4? Minimum of 2 only, so a max of 4. Okay. Unless you want a max of something. Alrighty then. Okay, perfect, he says. Lovely. See, I only see 24 likes. If I get one more like, I will give away 5 memberships. I need one more like. Need one more. Affy Barn Rat, Mortal Lock. Oof. I don't know about that one. All right, Byron. Here we go. Putting you on the clock. And oh yeah, I gotta timestamp you. Gotta timestamp Byron. So first lineup that shows up is McIlroy, Fitzpatrick, Thompson, Homa, Hoge, and Cole. Yeah, like it minus Thompson. Do you want Thompson in your life? You let me know. I'm kicking him out for now. If you want him, we'll keep him. So I not only have my stream up here that only shows 24 likes, I also have this up, which is my studio, and it, okay, now it shows 25 likes. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna pause this timer. There we go. We got to 25 likes. So we are membership gifting. Gift 5 now. Here you go. Random dudes. bgLittleNeck, congrats, dude. John Bizzle, haven't seen him in forever. Mr. D'Lo, haven't seen forever. Cody Gambill, there we go. An 8 game. Sweet. These are all people who come and go. We just saw Cody earlier. Mr. D'Lo is here and there. Haven't seen John in a long time. An 8 game. He's usually in on my Thursday streams. Anyways, congrats to those dudes. Okie dokie. I got the emojis right away. Love it. Back to Byron. Clock is ticking. Byron, serious question here. Do we want Keith Bitchell? Do we want Thomas Dietrich? I'm not sure how you're feeling. Oh, no. I know you don't like Mitchell. I know you don't like him. Never mind. I already know. I already know the answer. And I'm kicking out McCarthy. That's fine. Yeah, BG. So tomorrow when I go live, you will have the opportunity to watch because tomorrow's stream's only white tier members and above. Keep Bitchell, keep Dietrich, or kick Bitchell, keep Dietrich. Dietrich. Okay, I got you. I got what you're saying. I hear what you're. Do you want Benny Ann in your life? A lot of Benny Ann that's shown up tonight. I'm gonna actually just kick him. Benny Ann, where you at? But yeah, bgLittleNeck, I'm going live tomorrow when I build lineups, so you'll be able to access it because it's only for white tier members and above. McIlroy, Shoffley, Homa, ooh, JL Smith. I don't care for Luke List. I do like Jordan Smith though. Oh, he's trying to really show up. Xander and then Oberg, Homa, Dietrich, Smith, and Glover. Sure, why not? You answering to all your questions to me well. Good. I feel like I know you, Byron. Xander, Harmon, Homa, Siwoo, Dietrich, and Ryan the Fox. That's fine. Dude, I can't stand Harmon. What say you? Do you want Harmon as much as the optimizer wants Harmon? I don't. Xander, Fitzpatrick, Harmon, Homa, Hadwin, Hubbard. It's a lot of H's right there. Holy crap. Mac Hughes. Like literally, technically, not just literally, but technically, Matthew Fitzpatrick also has an H in his name. From Matthew. Sure. What could go wrong? Let's save that lineup. What could go wrong? I like Harmon, but he will be ownership dependent. All right. I wish I could take a picture of these cupcakes I made. Ooh. How about Fitzpatrick? Do you like Fitzpatrick? I'm You know, I'm kicking Harmon. I'm making an executive decision here. I don't want to see Harmon anymore. Xander, Hovland, Homa, Dietrich, Fox, and Wiesberger. Okay, see, you let me make choices and good things happen. That is a solid lineup that you must be drooling over. You're the guy that wanted Wiesberger up, and we got Fox in there also, which I don't think you hate. Oh. Shoffley, Connors, Jordo, Homa, Dietrich, and Hadwin. Wow, what a lineup that one is. Xander, Morikawa, Homa, Fox, Smith, and Griffin. Oof. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I know the timer's going up, but I want to bring these guys back, and I don't want anything to do with Ben Griffin. Then this is exactly what I was hoping to see. Something like this. Xander, Oberg, Homa, Dietrich, JL Smith, and Rio, the Assassin. That is a monstrously wild lineup with Hadwin. I agree. Ooh, look at this one. I think the optimizer has hit its sweet spot. These are, tasty lineups. Tasty morsels, as they would say. Yeah, sign me the hell up with all of these lineups. Like, I'm not necessarily talking because I'm not talking because I like these lineups. I just want to keep seeing what the optimizer's going to spit out. Morikawa, Hovland, Connors, Homa, McKibben, and Colt. Yep. Sure. Yep. Sure. Nick Taylor ain't gonna cut it for me, especially with Billy Horschel. Those two guys together, no thank you. Novak, okay. Xander, Viktor, Max. What a cast of first names. Sure. Hao Tong Lee, I will not be playing. Hao Tong Lee's got to be one of the biggest head cases, I think. Not one of. He is one of, but there are definitely bigger head cases in the game of golf, but he's one of them. No thank you. And I shouldn't even say it like that. I could play him in 1 in 100 lineups. That's fine. I will not be strategizing around him. Xander, Connors, Homa, Straka, Fox, and Van Rooyen. Sure. Why not? I'm going to kick out Van Rooyen. But I like that lineup. And Byron, these are some spicy lineups, dude. Bezzy, Dietrich, English, the Harry-ish. You like power this week? I don't. Like, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I just think Power's, he's got a back issue that isn't gonna go away until he stops playing golf. Like, I remember he hit a 6 foot, 7 foot putt. He missed it. And how he walked over to his golf ball. He made the widest turn with like his back just straight up, walking, looked at the putt, walked back around to the other side of the hole, came back to it's a 3 foot putt. It was a 3 foot putt. Dude, just hit the putt. But he was arching his back and his elbows were behind him. I think he's just got a back issue. I don't think he can stay in his putting posture for very long. David Lingmerth finished 3rd last year. I know. I was mentioning earlier in the broadcast. Lingmerth finished 3rd here last year, and then Jamie Donaldson finished, I think, 2nd the year before that. Tied for 2nd, or he was inside the top 10. So what we were trying to do is find older dudes that played the DP World Tour. So Lingmerth, Donaldson. This week we were talking about Richie Ramsey, Francesco Molinari, and Luke Donald. Those were 3 dudes that don't sound sexy, but neither did Jamie Donaldson 2 years ago, and neither did Lingmerth last year. And they'd be in that $5,200 range, 52 to 54. Those were some dudes. I like this lineup. Byron, I'm gonna keep running this lineup until I find stuff I don't like. Which might be difficult because I do like Minwoo Lee. I like Xander. I like a lot of the guys that you put up there. Hoge got kicked out right away. Maybe I need to bring back Hoge. Sure. Let's do that. And I will bring back Hoge, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The Hogesters. Patty Harrington. Yeah, that actually would be a good play, to be quite honest with you. That's a good one to bring up. Patty does fit that mold. Okay, so he got the boot once again. I'm gonna make the optimizer choose a 6K golfer. I want to see some really wild lineups, if possible. Hoffman ain't gonna do it. Don't care. Ben Coles, interesting. McElroy, Oberg, Homa, Dietrich, Hoge. I want to see Euro guys. I don't want to see a Goddard. Like, to me, flash in the pan Goddard. Vincent Norman. Okay, Dietrich. Okay. I think I gotta kick out Dietrich. Dietrich. Perfect. Anytime I can see a Matty Schmid lineup, sign me up. Before you force it, don't forget to Haktua. Haktua. McElroy, Morikawa, Homa, Bezzy, Hoge, and Stewie Sink. It's fine. I'm just looking for one more good one that fits the Euros that I'm looking for down there. Connor Syme. Why do we have to have those $7,100 golfers together? Sure. I'm bringing back Syme and I'm kicking out. I guess I'm going to kick out Fox. Hey, Eric. For S's and G's, can you run a few Rory Xander lineups at the end if you don't mind? Sure. Ooh, Torbjorn. Torbjorn, oh, listen. It's not how you say his name. Like, it's not how you would say it in his language, but, you know, whatever. McElroy, Matsuyama, Homa, Bezzy, Hoge, and Torbjorn. We like it. There's an Alex Fitzpatrick for those that are wondering. Oh, Rory and Xander. Look at that. Ask and you shall receive. I didn't even try. We get Homa, JL Smith. Yeah. Yeah. Sign me up. What a Stars and Scrubs lineup that is. Rory, Minwoo, JT, Homa, Hoge, Echeverria. That was so close to being good. I really like how that started. Decky with KH. No, thank you. No, thank you. There we go. This is what I was looking for. McElroy, Matsuyama. Maybe not so much Clark. Why you gotta do that to me, man? Why you gotta do that? Ugh. Where's our boy Padraig? Also Southgate. Why am I not? Why didn't I see this? Alexander Bjork is going to be everyone's favorite play. I kind of want to see some more Jesper. else? We were looking for Padrig. Where you at, Patty? Knick-knack, paddywhack. God, that I saw whose line is it or whose line is it anyway joke. The one with the American version, I should say, with Colin and Ryan. And how did the joke go? It was a policeman arrested a guy for beating a cow to death with 2 porcelain figurines. It's the first ever known case of a knick-knack paddywhack. It was just to see the reaction and how Colin delivered it. It was so good. I love it. Oh, there he was. Found him. Found him. We'll give him a 200-point bonus just to see. We'll see what all happens. There's my boy Jesper. Say yes to Jesper Svensson. JT Minwoo, Xander, Homa, Hoge, Svensson. Yeah, sign me the hell up there. What a spicy meatball that one was. There we go, Matthew Southgate. Absolutely, dude. Rory, Matsuyama, Thigala, Homa, Hoge, Southgate. Yep. Connor Syme, Matt Wallace, Hoge. Yeah, sure. I think though I'm gonna probably kick out Hoge pretty soon. We're out on Wyndham. I am. There's a part of me that thinks Wyndham's a flash in the pan. I think the guy is very one-dimensional, and I don't remember the US Open that he won being very windy. I also don't remember the Wells Fargo Championship he won being very windy. I suppose he did win. He did shoot low 60s at Pebble, but he also made 160 some feet of putts. So that's not telling me like his ball striking is super good in the wind. I don't know, man. I just think, I mean, Wyndham's short game is also really bad. Like, I don't know what the stats bear out, but his technique is terrible. He is such a jittery dude that I don't think when you get him on some weird lies, I don't think you're gonna get a good performance out of Wyndham Clark. I think he plays his best golf on American golf courses, on American golf, or in America. Just the spray and pray, basically. I don't have any. I've got zero confidence in Wyndham Clark. Zero. I think you're gonna. It's funny, you're gonna like that sports psychologist that he uses. I wouldn't mind, or not. I wouldn't mind. I could see Wyndham in the next couple of years just blowing up once again, having to find God or Jesus or something all over again, because I don't know. To me, he just seems like an entitled brat that when things aren't going his way, he gets really pouty. He gets real sad. He gets really mad. And he's very fidgety. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Wyndham Clark. Clark is good when he can create his own lie with his feet too. Yeah, see, that's a weird thing about. There have been so many like close calls with that. Now that one where he stepped down his divot says you can do that in the rule book, so I'm not going to take that away from him. But yeah, he makes me feel like he's a pretender, And like, you can win pretending. And I know he's got a lot of talent. I've heard so many people talk about when he was younger, how much talent the guy had, and like, dude, he's gonna win soon. It's like, okay, we'll see. This lineup, by the way, pretty good. McIlroy, Matsuyama, Theegala, Homa, Hoge, Harrington. I'm kicking out Hoge. I don't want to see any more Hoge. I know those are golfers that Byron put in there, but I'm gonna bring back Connor Syme. I'll bring back Olesen. I'm gonna bring back Patrick Harrington, Matty Schmid, Matthew Southgate. Yeah, I won't lie, like I don't really like Wyndham Clark that much. Kevin Yu, I should look to see where he's at. Matt Wallace with Matty Schmid. I don't want Matt Wallace. And I'm going to actually go back down to Matty Schmid. Where's Kevin Yu? Found him. 770. Yeah, Kevin Yu's not bad. I'll give him a little bit of a boost. I'll give him a 100-point boost, but not because, I don't know, man. I don't really like Kevin Yu that much. Like, do I like Kevin Yu more than I like Viktor Perez? No, I don't. Do I like Kevin Yu more than I like Rio? No, I don't. Do I like Kevin Yu more than I like... Yeah, I actually do like him better than Glover. Do I like him better than Andrew Novak? They're about tied. So in all honesty, what I'm going to do with Kevin Yu is just give him 50 points. I'll give him 50 points. Bring him down to 820. That's fine. You like Bobby Mack this week? Yeah, I do too. Ooh, interesting lineup right here. Don't mind it. Although I don't really care that much for Fitzpatrick. Davis Riley, I won't be going back to him. Velamaki and Alex Noren. This whole lineup here is different. Don't mind it. Before I see any more, I don't want any more Matt Fitzpatrick lineups. And I don't think I want any more Morikawa lineups. Okay. I'm going to build 2 more good ones. Oh, Theegala and Matsuyama are together a lot. I'm going to say no to Matsuyama this week. Bring back Harrington. Matsuyama versus Wyndham Clark in a short game contest. Matsuyama kicks his ass 1,000 times to 1. Maybe not 1,000, but like Matsuyama's that much better with his short game than Wyndham Clark. Max Grazerman, no thank you. Interesting, but no thank you. Kita Nakajima and a Ricky Fowler sighting to go with Rory and Xander. Okay, sure. I don't mind. I don't mind that. Masahiro, I don't think so. I also don't want Billy Ho that much. Oh, Hoshino. Someone brought up Rikuya. Hoshino. Jesus. It's that time of the night. I can't say names. I'm kicking Theegala out. I don't want any Theegala. Yuto Kasagara. That's Suragawa. Daniel Brown. I don't think so. Nicholas Norgard Moeller. Okay. Oh, Billy Horschel. God damn it. McElroy, Shoffley, Spieth, Homa, Southgate, and Louis De Jaeger. Sure, I'll save that one just because it's out there. Oshino. Rory Cantor, someone was bringing up his name. There we go. These last lineups are awesome. Jason Scrivener, he's had a top 10 finish here before. I don't think I can do it this week though. Kiradek. Almond Bread, were you saying he's a mortal lock? I guess I gotta save it just because. Just because. Mo Mateo. No idea what his game is, what's up with his game, but that's not terrible. I can't do it though. I said 2 more good ones a while ago, but I'm building some decent lineups right now. Did Rory Cantor leave live? He must have. Must have. Julian Guerrera or Guerrier, I bet. Julian or Julian Guerrier. I actually don't even know the Bill Smart, what's up, man? Shoffley, Hovland, Minwoo, Homa, Cole, and Aaron Cockerell. Sure. I mean, he was one of those dudes on that was talked up a lot. He's a Canadian that's playing the DP World Tour. Darius Van Driel. Sure. Right? You never know. Did we try Rory Xander? I mean, you're seeing a lot of Rory Xander happening right now. Ugo. Uno. Young Hwan Lee. Jens Dentorp. Santiago Tario. And I think we're going to start breaking it pretty soon. So we're getting all of these 5K guys. Okay. That's going to be the end of that. I'll build a couple Xander Rory lineups. I need to boot out Byron's. Okay. I'm already going to boot out Davis Thompson. Don't want to see him. I also don't want to see Keith Mitchell. I don't want to see Thomas Dietrich. I don't want to see Benny Ann. Don't want to see those guys. And then down here, I need to change this to 0 to 6. Neck, you'd be steaming up my guy, Hoshino. Yeah, Matthew Pavon, we actually did a couple lineups with him. Okay. McElroy, Shoffley, Homa, Griffin, Cole, Phillips. I actually don't want any more Homa. Hoge on Rye. There you go. McElroy, Shoffley, McCarthy, Hoge, Davis, list. That ain't happening. Oh, Jesper Svensson. Eh. Yeah, I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. Kicking out Denny. Like, I don't mind playing Denny McCarthy, but it just, when I'm building all these lineups for you guys and I don't have exposures in here, it just, they're going to show, these guys are going to show up so much. Same with Glover. Like, I don't want Lucas Glover that much. Rory looks real nice. Man, I gotta do Hoge on Rye. Oh, this is close to Ben Griffin. I don't want to see that much Ben Griffin either. We're close. Maybe I'll just take anyone Scottish in matchups. There you go. Ooh, sure. Siwoo, Jornell Smith, Cam Davis, and Olesen. Sure. I also don't want to see that much Cam Davis. I don't want to see that much Hadwin, and I don't want to see that much Van Rooyen. It's a lot so far. Never enough B Griff. Oh, definitely enough B Griff. I'll take him when he comes back and he's playing at like the 3M Open or the Wyndham. Oh, no thank you for Garnett. All right. We're whittling down here. I think we'll be calling her quits pretty soon. Oh, and I don't want that much Hoge. Go away. Interesting, but not that interesting. There we go. This is a lineup I can get behind. Fox, McKibben, Cole, and Schmidt. It's a good lineup to end the night on. McKibben. Let's see, what other ones did we... There were like a bunch of them that came out right here, right? Yep, all of these. These were solid. I like this one as well. Oof. All right. I'm so tired. Let's see if one more pans out. Good luck to you too, Barry. Been betting him on DP like 3 weeks in a row. Oh, Hoshino. B-Todd, no. Sam Stevens is going to be another no. Sam Stevens, get the hell out of here, dude. Well, it is tomorrow or today here now. Yep, same. All right, interesting lineup here. I don't mind saving that one. Bobby BS, good luck to you too, sir. Connor Syme, yeah, sign me up. And McKibben, there we go. Here's my lineup with my DP guys. McKibben, Pavon, sorta not really. He's a PGA guy now, and then Connor Syme. There we go. Love it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna call her a night right now, but tomorrow I am going to be live streaming, but you're gonna have to be a white tier member or above in order to watch it. I will be building my own lineups. I'll be showing you my strategy for my personal lineups, and I won't be showing you where I put those lineups because that would be against the DraftKings TOS, but you'll get kind of a sense as to which lineups matter more to me. I can also show you how to do the mass import into DraftKings, which I've already kind of done these, or I've done this video before, but I just haven't cut it up to show you guys, which I will eventually. But yeah, if you're interested in that, by all means do so. Again, if you want an entry into this giveaway or an entry into the weekly giveaway, which I'll be running next Tuesday for the Open Championship. Actually, I'll probably be doing extra stuff for the Open now that I think of it. Comment after this goes live. Simple. Easy and simple. Comment on it. Once I end the broadcast, it'll go to replay. Go comment there. I forgot to also show you that there's a prize picks giveaway. Got to mention this. There's a link in the description if you want to go sign up using prize picks. That's all that I have for you guys. So thank you all for watching. Please leave a like on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't.